Oh.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Perception or Blades in the Dark on Perception Studios. I will be your GM tonight, Loren Peterson. You may remember me and some of our cast members from Treasures of the Troll King. Tonight we're going to be playing Blades in the Dark by John Harper. It's a really fun game about down on their luck, scoundrels trying to eke out a living in a haunted city that is surrounded by a wall of lightning that protects it from ghosts and the sun that will no longer rise because demons broke the gates to hell. Mostly it's Victorian ghosty steampunk heisting action. It's a ton of fun. So let's meet our cast tonight. Why don't we start right here? DJ.
Hi, I'm DJ. My character?
Yeah. Who are you playing tonight?
So, DJ, so your character, and then what's your social media?
Okay,
All
right. I'm DJ Shulky. I'm on a podcast with this guy, that girl, and that guy over there. And I'm playing Mortimer Smythe. He's a leech. And
what's a leech do?
They're basically like alchemists, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the idea. They just didn't want to say alchemist. They thought of a cooler word for it, so they used leech. And my social media is at dshulky, DSCHULKEY.
That's the audience.
There they are.
That's the audience, yeah.
And I'm Katie. I was also part of the Merkborg game that we played in July, I think it was. And I'm playing Vesna, the Viper Reigns. She is the Hound, which is the sharpshooter playbook.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm Andrew. I am playing the Hull character, who is a ghost animating a robot. That's the best way to describe it.
A hull is like a person died. So in the city of Duskwall, because demons broke the gates to the afterlife, you cannot go there anymore. When you die, within a day, you rise as a ghost, and a hull is a sort of robotic body being possessed and powered by a ghost. It's like if Tony Stark was dead inside of Iron Man.
Oh
Wow, what a way
there's corpse in there.
to say that.
You have no memories or vague memories of your former life, but you're a cool big robot.
That I am. And, his name is Stavros Smythe. Steve, for short.
Steve for short.
Steve for short.
Steve the Ghost Robot.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Podcaster Andrew.
Awesome.
All right.
And
Oh, I
finally,
forgot.
I'm JPG. I was also on the Morkwork stream and a bunch of other streams here at Perception Studio. Thanks again for having me, guys. I am playing Zant Devada, and he is a Whisper, and the Whisper is the one who can attune to the ghosts the most, I guess.
Attune to the
I
ghosts
guess
the
that.
most.
I
That's
did that
Beetlejuice.
on accident. I'm very sorry for this.
How often you talk to Beetlejuice?
No, wait.
Well,
You can't say it one
You
more
can't
time.
say it one more time.
please!
You can't say it one more time. You can't say it.
Lindsay
Yeah.
would be really happy if she was watching this. She does lots of fan art of them.
She does.
Whispers are the plague doctors of this world. If the plague was ghosts,
Yes.
you call them for all sorts of cures, tinctures, trinkets, and a fun little thing. Let's introduce our crew. So in addition to every character having their own playbook, their own class, our crew of smugglers or hawkers or bravos, in this case bravos, has its own playbook and its own rules. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how each of you came to sort of be together and what it is you do in this sort of haunted, horrible steampunk, ghost punk city.
Ghost
the vibes
punk.
here, elevator
So
pitch
good.
for Blades in the Dark is Peaky Blinders mashed up with Dishonored. The city is full of all sorts of horrible, weird, clunky machinery that runs on electroplasm, which is a substance that is electrical and distilled from not only the blood of, distilled from ghosts, but the blood of horrible, giant, enormous demons that live in the sea called leviathans. The brave leviathan hunters take their massive ships out to drain the blood from these horrible demons that have been released after the gates of hell were broken. And it's used as electricity.
No, just those things.
Did you see the chat?
There's a really good one.
Steve's an acronym.
Yeah, I love that.
Steve-
Spectral thief, ecto-varietal entity.
Love
That
it.
works for me.
That's fantastic.
And the meltdowns, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fun like your
Thank you.
course. Thank Katie did the fun.
Oh, James,
Incredible.
wonderful.
Incredible.
Okay, so yeah, your crew. What are you? Tell us a
Oh.
little bit about it.
Did we just get a raid? Hey! Thanks for the
Hey,
raid, guys.
welcome, Raid. We are
Yeah.
playing Blades in the Dark. We just started, so
Literally.
enjoy.
Welcome.
Hello.
All right.
Hello. This is my regular guy voice.
Okay, so we are Bravos, which means that we beat stuff up, we perform smash and grabs.
You
all
punch
that
people
stuff.
for money.
We punch people for money, basically. Yes. I personally run an orphanage in this ghost city.
We beat people up, and I run an orphanage.
Yeah. So we, I specifically look after kids whose parents have been killed by ghosts. That's why I don't like mean ghosts.
Do you kick kids out who come to you who haven't been killed by ghosts?
This
Yeah.
child, their parents died. Was it
And
ghosts?
you're out.
No, sorry.
Go to the next
You take them to the other orphanage.
No, there's just a lot of kids whose parents have been killed by
guys,
ghosts.
so to give a little bit of context, ghosts are ubiquitous in Blades in the Dark. They are everywhere. Everyone has an encounter with a ghost, and not a like, oh, I saw a door shut on its own once. Like, no, Aunt Mary haunts the staircase and gets real pissed if you bring home the wrong kind of syrup. That level of
So they're like
there's-
hanging out. They're like hanging out. It's
Like, there are ghosts are some of them are feral, not all of them are feral ghosts, which are just like the feral ghosts are the kinds you would find in like a ghost story that are like crazed and just want to kill everyone around them. Some ghosts are literally just like there's prejudice against them, but like yeah, they might just be normal people in terms of like society is concerned, but there's a whole lot of stuff going on we'll sort of get into as we go about like why ghosts might be bad.
I do want to say to the chat, thank you guys for all of the follows right now. That's incredible. Thank you for all the support. I'm so excited to get this game started.
Literary DM
James,
is a
the number
name.
is 5.
Yeah, we know that.
Who's literary DM? That's a name I remember.
We'll get to
We'll
it.
get to it.
So we're Bravos. I run an orphanage. What do you guys do?
you know, I work for the church.
What church do you work for?
There's a long name for it. So
It is the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh.
Oh no.
The important these ghosts are a pox on this land, and we need to get rid of them. No, I'm not a fan of them.
The Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh is all about like experimenting with ghosts. They believe that the purest form a person can take is one without a soul, which in Blades in the Dark is a demon. And their whole goal is to sort of become demons. They're basically a secret society, but they are also the state religion, which is kind of like if you went to mass and everyone was just like, Jesus is good, but we're not telling you anything else. You don't even get to read the Bible. Just know that Jesus is pretty chill.
Lauren, in the chat, they are asking about what's up with advancing the clock. So this might be a good time to talk about the donations.
Advancing the clock. Yes, we'll get to that. What's in a second here. Actually, so a couple things you can do. You can donate, and we'll get back to our characters in a second because I have terrible executive dysfunction and can't keep.
That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
Yeah,
to
because
keep me on track.
I watch after all of these
chat,
nerds.
you will see up at the top of the screen.
That's funny.
There's a couple things you can donate for tonight. One, you can donate $10 to get us an extra die on a roll. Dice pools in this game are very small, so any extra die will help.
Please do this for us because like half of the die rolls are just us outright failing at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have a 50% chance of failure on any given die roll. So it's going to be fun. Advancing or rewinding a clock. If you are not familiar with Blades in the Dark or Forged in the Dark games, I will be creating a series of clocks. These are sort of stakes that are on the table. Say, you're trying to break into a place, and I create a 4-step clock called Alert the Guards. When they fail, I may tick that clock in. If that clock reaches all 4 segments, the guards have been alerted. That sort of plot point will doing anything with clocks is really horny. Thank you, Alex.
He's real.
I like clocks; they're a fun mechanic. If a clock fills, something comes to pass. Whatever the clock is labeled. Guards find you. The demon escapes its container.
Your pizza's done in the oven?
Your pizza is done in the oven. Clocks can also be.
It doesn't always have to be bad, Lauren.
Clocks, exactly.
No, it
Clocks
can be
can
a
also
project.
be
Like, I can
good
do
things.
projects.
Yeah,
You can have projects going. We might have a clock escape from the
Pizzas,
guards.
too. That's true.
Yeah.
As you run through the alleyways, you'll be making checks to try and escape from your pursuers. When that clock fills, you've escaped. Clocks can take a lot of different forms. Tug of war clocks, where if it starts in the middle. If it gets filled, one thing happens. If it empties, another thing happens. But when I put up a clock, I will let you know the stakes of it. I may have a few secret clocks, and I may offer, hey, I'm going to tick this. You don't know what it does yet.
Yeah. Now,
so we'll get to those.
in the next couple of weeks, we'll have clocks on screen.
Unless I do.
But we're gonna make Loren draw them today. So.
And you're going to see my awful clocks as I hold them up for the
They're very
camera.
They're beautiful.
What are the melted clocks?
They're unique. They're Dolly-esque.
clocks.
Surreal.
So for $15, you can advance or rewind any of the clocks I have on the table. So I will be talking about them frequently, saying, hey, these are the clocks we've got.
If you do like us, you can advance a good clock, rewind a bad clock.
Yep.
Or if you don't like us, that's going to be the opposite. But who wouldn't like this face? Who wouldn't like this face?
The final one we have is an ally or an enemy pull. Now, for $25, each of these characters has a rival and an ally listed on their character sheet. You will donate the 25 and say which character and whether or not you want to pull an ally or an enemy. And then they will read off that character. We will incorporate them directly into the situation to figure out how that goes. They've all chosen them from a list. And so when that happens, they will be able to tell us a little bit about these characters who have shown up to either help or ruin their lives.
Gracier, thank you so much for the for the subscription. Definitely appreciate that. Oh, sorry, this is so hard to keep up with.
It is.
It's super tough.
I'm loving it.
Super tough. I'm also okay. So I gotta tell you guys, there's a screen in the background that I'm trying to keep up, and I'm just too short to see it at this point.
Don't lie, you're like the tallest out of all.
I'm like 4'8" on a good day, you guys. No joke. They had to give me a booster seat in order to be here.
You grabbed it, don't lie.
That's fine. That's mine. Just walked in and
Yeah.
Alex, we'll have hoods next week. I'm sorry that there aren't any here at the moment, but we'll have hoods next week. Don't worry.
weather permitting. Am I right?
How much do you advance the clock with each?
You will advance the clock by one segment. Clocks range anywhere from 4 to 8. So it could be 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. I rarely use odd-numbered clocks. They're just not the most fun. So 4, 6, or 8, advancing or reverting by one segment.
Two things in the chat. Laggin' Wagon, you do notice ice in my cup. Thank you so much for the gift. I very much appreciate it.
Oh, okay.
Also, Mishi, how dare you? She told me to sit on my hands in the chat.
Well, look, if you don't, they just obscure the whole damn screen.
Oh!
I was asking for that one. I suppose I was. All right.
What a scene.
Now
What a
that
good
we have
one.
gotten our donations out of the way, thank you for reminding me of that.
And the 100 one. The 100 one.
Oh, right. At 100,
Oh.
every time we hit 100, two things will happen.
We have-
One, all characters will recover all of their stress, which is a currency in this game system that I can sort of chip away at, and they can expend to use their special abilities, including a couple of really fun time warping mechanics like flashbacks, pushing themselves. This is a heist game, and it's awesome. They get to do their own flashbacks to say, no, I already bribed that guard. No, we already got anything they didn't account for, they can flash back to having accounted for. Stress is what they use to do that. I think everyone has 9 points of stress. Might be 8. Once they mark once they mark it and then can no longer mark anymore.
I have 10.
9.
Hold on.
I have 9.
You have 9.
I thought.
All right, so you have
I-
9 stress. Once you mark your
You
10th,
10?
I thought.
once you mark your 10th point of
Wait.
stress,
I have
your
10.
character is removed from the situation. At $100,
No.
everyone clears. What?
Oh god. Somebody already tried to advance the clock.
There's no clocks yet.
I said her.
But
the
you're
first- the first
advancing
clock-
the next
The first
one.
clock is
Yeah.
going to be advanced, so
Great.
so please put that up there so I remember to advance it. Once we hit $100, everyone's stress will clear, and something terrible will happen.
Oh. No.
Stress is
Feel that stress.
extremely powerful in this system, so giving all of it back to them is huge. But we can't let good things happen here. So, something bad. Yeah, pour
I
yourself
dare you.
another one, JPG.
Do it,
Oh
James,
god,
I
can
dare
we
you.
fill the first clock even before it's
Yeah, can we get
created?
a little?
I dare you.
Look, if you fill the first clock before it's created, James,
Just
a thing just happens. I don't even know. We'll
I
find
need to
out.
start a project as soon as I can.
Yes, please.
I cure world hunger. I'm already halfway done.
All right. So let's continue introducing our the gang and a little bit more about these characters. You run an orphanage.
So yeah,
But what do you do in the gang?
Okay. I
Where's
hate
orphans?
mean ghosts, and I beat ghosts to death with my bare hands.
They're already dead.
He beats
double
them to
kills
second death.
The second death. I beat them to second death
But what does that mean?
with my bare hands.
It
Don't
means
worry
they
about
just
it.
Cease to be.
We'll
Yeah.
see it in the fiction, you guys.
Absolute oblivion.
That's when I eat them, right?
Yes! Wait, you have to go next then. You have to go next. You have to go next.
Steve, the ghost-powered robot.
Yeah, so my body was built by Mortimer.
Which is why you share a last name.
Yeah.
And your soul was
It's
cut
your
by me.
son.
Yes,
My
yeah.
boy.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello,
No.
hello, Daddy.
No.
Oh.
But yeah, so I run on ghost energy. So maybe if a ghost gets punched enough, I can absorb it. I don't know.
Who knows?
I feed my baby.
But I have two forms. I don't know if this is important to
This
know.
is important, unless you want to keep that a secret.
No, it doesn't need to be secret. I have a small form, which is kind of like a marionette with too many teeth.
Yes, full of teeth is, I believe, how you describe it.
Yeah.
Baby teeth.
Lots of teeth, and I use that to mostly scare people, but it's also a very sneaky little marionette.
It also has the power to fly?
I can fly with electrical charges that will.
Is that
hurt.
dangerous to people beneath you?
Oh, it's very dangerous.
It's a volatile electrical
Lightning
bubble
tendrils?
that
Yeah.
allows you to slowly fly.
Yeah. And then my larger form is more human size, but is like a spindly. Didn't we reference
The touchstone we
Yeah.
had is the automatons, or the concept art for the automatons from Dishonored 2. The sort of really lanky, like arms past the knees, a lot of too many joints, even
Yeah.
exposed
I was
gears,
thinking even like very
and
long legs,
long
and small
legs.
body.
I think you had it has no face.
No
right?
face except for eyebrows.
We
that
have
are expressive, very
Very
expressive.
expressive eyebrows, but no other
Eyebrows.
face.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's what I look like sometimes.
And now the woman who does not fit in with this gang of misfits.
Whoa.
What's your role in the Bravos
Make it feel
as this
ostracized
gang?
right off the bat?
There's a lot of work to be done killing ghosts, so that's why I stick around. But I was actually an orphan with Zant. So we grew up together, and we kind of, that's where the money is. So that's why I'm here.
You're like a high society sort of noble lady, right?
Can you talk about your nickname?
My nickname is the Viper, and the reason is because when I do a hit job, I leave 2 bullet wounds next to each other, to signify that it was my kill.
Can that just be the? Like that's what we're doing.
Got him!
Got him!
You also have a somewhat furry
Oh.
friend.
Yeah, so I have a ghost hunter pet. It's a Dalmatian named Lady, and she can transform into a ghost as well. Probably due to one of Mortimer's experiments gone wrong.
He was the beta.
Fantastic. And finally, Mortimer, the man himself.
I don't have a cool nickname like some people.
You don't. In that way, you're the standout.
I'm just a man of demons.
Oh my
Oh
god.
noes.
Here to get rid of all these ghosts who are, just a pox on this land. I'm not a big fan of their work. That's what I'm here to stop. Working for the church. Get rid of ghosts, helping out demons. Experimenting on ghosts, making robots, making robot dogs, and doing all kinds of fun experiments.
So cool, a little bit mad scientisty. And so this group of people whose gang does not have a name as of yet, chat, please throw out recommendations because we're so indecisive.
still
I thought
like
Katie was going with the
The
Illuminati.
Illuminati.
You have not
Wait a
pitched
second.
You have
You
pitched
keep pitching the Illuminati.
every game we've ever played together. You have pitched the
No,
Illuminati.
only for Blades in the Dark.
I'm
Only
okay
for
with it
Forges
this
in the Dark
game, to be
games, but
honest.
still.
Because we're naughty.
Yeah, naughty is spelled Naughty
Of
for
course.
And
Illuminati.
we're
Yeah.
naughty.
I hate it.
So
Said with a British accent.
this group of ghost punchers, this group of ghost hunters, you operate out of an old private detective's office located in the district of, I think Dunslow is where it was.
It just says weird.
Yes, your reputation is weird. That is how everyone else in the city perceives you.
Well, that's fucked up.
So no, I'm sorry. You operate out of an old private detective's office located in Crow's Foot. Now, Crow's Foot is an absolutely crime-ridden district of the city that is bordered on the right by Char Hollow and on the left by the docks. Duskwall itself, I'll hold up a map. You probably cannot see it very well. Is this cool little sort of... oh, wow. You can make that bigger.
Zoom.
Look at his pores, everyone.
Oh,
Don't
right
look
here.
at my pores. They're
We'll
very
keep,
bad.
and we'll keep handing it.
This
And
is,
we'll keep.
this is not how this needs to happen. This is not how this needs to happen. Duskwall is a cool little city made up of a bunch of island segments that are sort of connected by big bridges. And getting between them is not only fun but difficult. So you're bordered on one side by the docks where the big Leviathan hunting ships come in.
Oh,
Give me a raid.
Infinite RP, thank you so much for the raid.
Welcome to Blades in the Dark, Infinite RP.
Do we not clap for raids? Is that another thing? What's cool?
I'm gonna have to change this stream's name to Raids in the Dark. Yep.
You have to time it.
Oh yeah,
Got him.
Viper.
Got him.
Got him.
No one who arrived is gonna get that.
Yeah,
Miss-
that's fine.
miss
That's
the
fine.
explanation.
Yeah, it's
That's
okay.
fine.
You pick it up as you go
I'm
along.
making weird snake motions. I'm not into this. I'm getting out of here.
What the fuck? We were expecting felted friends. Instead, you got us losers. Anyways.
Wow.
Jeez,
Okay,
Laundry.
everyone but Katie is a loser.
Wow. It's fair.
So, you operate out of this old private detective's office in Crow's Foot, an absolutely crime-ridden section of the city. It is a night, an endless night, like any other, as the sun no longer shines above this cursed earth, when there is a knock on the door. Please tell me, what's the sort of situation in this place? What are your spaces like? If this was a BioWare game hub,
God.
what would your section be like? What are you doing in it right now?
Mine is
Dragon
like,
Age?
quarters?
Yeah.
like I don't have furniture. I'm just sitting on the ground, and there are like candles and stuff, and it's very serene and quiet. That's my section.
Too poor for chairs.
Too cool for chairs. Chairs.
Too cool or too poor
I
for
said too
chairs?
Just poor.
Too
I mean, yes, you
I
are too
am
poor for
personally
chairs.
because I'm taking care of a full orphanage. So yes. What do your guys' sections look like?
Mine's the complete opposite.
Lots of chairs. Chairs.
Oh, it's only chairs. It's only chairs.
This is on cult.
That's where the chair budget went.
Onlychairs.com.
Only chairs.
No, we're not doing an only chairs. We're not
Look,
doing
we've got
that.
Handly fans with you.
No, it's an only hands.
Only
It is an
hands now? We've changed it?
By the way, onlyhands.com/JPG. That's where you can.
That's where you can find
support.
excellent
I
pictures
wish that was
of
real.
JPG's enormous turgid hands.
Okay.
Is it real?
Wait, turgid.
Turgid means like stiff, right?
Veiny. It means veiny.
Oh.
Turgid?
Women love a vascular man.
No, because like
Don't.
We got a
don't do
Scrabble
Family
player in the
Guy.
house.
We're adults.
We gotta take it off Adult Swim.
Good for them.
Okay.
Lauren's being
Andrew,
mean to
please
me.
tell us about Steve's location.
I don't know,
Look, Brian's not here. I got to dump on somebody.
Steve must have, a generator that he can plug into. But I imagine, he just reads a lot. Just a lot but it's always as a marionette. Just
What
a
does
small
Steve read?
marionette reading of, romance novels.
Romance.
Yeah,
Oh.
like the trashy
I was gonna
one.
Yeah, like the trashy one.
Yeah.
Oh, my, the
Yeah.
It's
dinosaur
just like
guy.
real horny Penny Dreadfuls.
And every once in a while, one of them does show up in the orphanage, and it's me. I dropped it there somehow.
Please stop dropping them off.
He
The
brings
children
them to
need
orphanage.
children's books.
Orphanage.
Please stop.
One fish, two fish, red fish. Whoa.
Please
Don't.
don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't do that, Steve.
Turgid fish.
Sorry.
Oh. Turgid fish.
Not the turgid fish.
Right?
I don't know. I
Katie-
don't care.
Katie has the only chairs.
The Viper.
Only
Tell us about your
chairs.
space.
What?
Chairs. You said yours is the opposite. What's your space
Oh,
like,
this is
Viper?
very luxurious because I grew up poor, so I like my stuff. And since we can't, cross over, we gotta make the best out of this life, I think.
Yeah. Just what's the fanciest thing in your space?
It's
Um,
a chair.
The fanciest thing in my space.
Go nuts.
At that point, it's a throne.
I think a nice vanity would be nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
Very-
loaded with nice makeup and perfumes.
My guns.
Yeah,
A
it's
gun.
like
Is
you
it
can like open it.
You,
right?
you open it.
Yeah, you like
expect
open it.
to be
It's
makeup
just
and
John Wick
perfumes, and
guns.
it's just a John Wick cabinet.
That's pretty sick.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, Mortimer, what's your space like?
It's pretty simple.
It's probably gross.
Why is it gross, dude?
I don't know.
I got a
Mortimer-
cool laboratory going here where I make cool constructs.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't put so much effort into your dog.
Yeah,
the
but you
next time
put
'cause you're so
baby
mean.
teeth in one of the marionettes.
He asked for the baby teeth.
It's fair.
You
Yeah.
didn't stop
Wanted
me.
baby-
I didn't because I collected
I'm not
it
gonna
for
say
you.
no
Yeah.
to his request of baby teeth.
I run an orphanage. There's just a whole bunch of baby
I
teeth.
have jars of your orphanage baby.
That's I don't think that's normal.
We have a lot of them.
But that's what he asked
That
for.
implies you're killing the baby.
No,
No!
You
Baby
left
teeth
your
fall
baby.
out,
Okay, that
Lauren.
implies you're a very successful orphanage. You just got a lot of kids.
What do you think? We're still doing the tooth fairy at that point, dude.
Yeah.
Tooth Fairy never dies.
Okay, look. In this case, the tooth fairy might be real and eat your soul.
that's
Well, he plays with the nice tooth fairy.
Yeah.
Takes the teeth.
I was gonna say-
gives them to me.
Oh, we got some
And a
subs
coin.
in here right now too.
Subs.
Thank you, Danny.
Tooth Terry.
Tooth Terry.
Food Terry.
Oh god.
I have
Yeah,
to
I
imagine at some
okay.
point, Marionette Steve did show up as the real Tooth Fairy, but it didn't. It had the
Oh
opposite
my
effect.
God.
It scared the children.
we,
Oh, a
we-
marionette full of teeth. Joyous Eve. No one reacts like that. I played Resident Evil's Village. It's horrible.
Oh god.
I don't remember the teeth in that one.
It was still a terrifying marionette. They chattered.
That's true. She did
Anyway,
lots of chattering.
so you have like a workspace.
Mhm.
Okay. So there's a knock on the door to your office that you all share. Who answers?
Do we not have a gang at all?
You
No,
don't.
we
You do
don't.
not have cohorts.
Yeah, we don't.
No.
Bravo. So Bravos normally start
Extra
with something
strong.
called cohorts. We swapped that out for high quality weapons.
Okay.
We'll get to what that means when we get to what that means. This
It
game
is
has a lot of
what it
moving
sounds
parts, and I think it's a little bit easier to describe what is happening as it comes up.
I would say the person who comes to our door is a woman.
I know who they
No,
are.
who
wait,
answers the
Who
door?
answers
Who
the
answers
door?
the door?
Let's make
I would assume
robot
you because it's
answer.
your orphanage
Cut
or
him off.
whatever.
No.
For
It's
God's
our PI firm. It's
Oh,
our PI
right,
firm.
right.
So, oh man, we
The
gotta.
It's an old PI firm. You're not actually Private Eye.
Yeah, we gotta make baby teeth Steve answer the.
I want the baby teeth or you want the-
robot?
You open the door,
Or do you want the bigger-
robot?
bigger
Well,
Steve?
no, let's do bigger Steve. Let's do bigger Steve.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do bigger.
Bigger
Steve.
Steve
Bigger
goes in.
Steve.
So
Bigger
the
Steve.
brows are furrowed at this point. That is the
As
eyebrow.
big
What time is it?
Does it matter? There's
It's
no
dark.
sun.
Is it sleep time or is it?
It's
awake
dark.
time?
There's no more
You sleep
sun,
when you
so
want.
it's obviously awake time. You open the door, Bigger Steve, and on the other end, dressed in a sort of navy cloak with silver lining and bronze buttons, very buttoned up, very official looking, is a member of the Spirit Wardens. The Spirit Wardens are the Emperor's chosen ghost and demon hunters that operate in Duskwall. They all wear bronze masks. They're all completely anonymous. No member of the Spirit Wardens is known to the public or to each other. In fact, they all operate under nicknames that might change. Someone who went by Barbos one week might go by a completely different name the next, and if you meet with Barbos again, it might be a different person.
It's like your office login.
Sure,
password.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
do they have a hierarchy, a known hierarchy? Or is it...
No, not
Okay.
well. If so, it's internal. This one in particular, you recognize their bronze mask. This is a member of the Spirit Wardens that you have worked with before. They are a member that has been allowed a little bit of discretion and allowed to use sort of outside resources like you to tackle more dangerous or unsavory jobs, ones they don't really want to risk trained Spirit
job,
Wardens on. So.
Okay.
Still, there's too many veins.
This is Inspector Captain Percy Musgrave. And you know, last time you dealt with Percy Musgrave, it was a woman in her late 50s with long gray hair. But today, it is a man. You can see the stubble growing on his chin, his mask notched with scars. His nose has been, because it kind of comes down past the eyes and then down the mouth, leaving the nose and mouth open. His nose has been broken many times. He has a sort of mechanical arm, much in the same way that Steve is sort of built. It's a spark craft creation, they call them. And a hacking, horrible cough. And he enters, pushes his way past Steve with I fucking hate that thing. When are you gonna get rid of it? It creeps me the shit out.
Oh no, be nice. He is one of the polite ones, so please.
We use him in our business. But fuck, give it a face at least.
Extreme fear. Like the furrowing is the deepest it's ever been.
I'm glad it doesn't have a damn voice box. Do you? I don't. Maybe he doesn't know that.
Not that one.
Not that one.
The baby teeth
good,
one
the baby
does.
teeth
The baby
why
teeth
do you
one
got the
totally
teethers?
does. Maybe Mortimer will one day give Tall Steve a voice box, but not yet.
Tall Steve. Captain Percy Musgrave says, in any case, I have a job, one that I need. Your specialty for.
What would the job be at this point?
You know, dangerous, but pays well. You want the Emperor's gold, don't you?
Yes, but the last one cost us pretty dearly. And I think we're going to need a bigger bounty on this one.
Well, whoever that Percy wasn't me, so I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I'm bringing you this job. It cost you? Good. You got paid regardless.
Steve kind of steps to Percy, like in a kind of a.
I
threatening
swear to the immortal Emperor, I will gut this thing and toss its soul into the crematorium fires if you do not tell it to back off.
I think at this point, Viper steps in and puts the gun up.
He kind of leans back and he's like, really? We've done this 3-4 times now. You kill a spirit warden, they all know where I am. I don't come home at the end of the night and this place is up in flames.
Just tell us what the job is.
Finally, someone who wants to get down to business. He pulls a black envelope out of his coat and sets it on the table, pulls out a knife and flicks open the seal. And he sort of pulls it out.
Seemed unnecessary. He could have just opened it. I don't know.
one eyebrow up.
Pulls it out and unfolds it. And he kind of looks at it and goes, a ship came into the docks. It wasn't scheduled to. No crew, nothing. Sent a spirit warden crew, a spirit warden detachment aboard. None of them returned.
Mortimer, could you give him something for the cost?
What's your name again?
Percy Musgrave.
Ah, is that Percy back again? Threatening Steve again, I see. With another job for your failed people. Here, come, let me give you some cough syrup for that cough you've got.
I don't want any more of your back alley shit. It only makes it worse.
It helps for a little bit. That's all we need to worry
We're
about.
so indignant about this right now.
Fine. He takes whatever it is you give him, drinks it. Can you at least improve the flavor?
No, the burning is important, you see.
By the immortal Emperor, it tastes like rotten hog's ass.
It's one of the ingredients, yes.
Nobody pay attention to Alex with an oi in the chat, by the way. That's my wife, and that's a very specific fetish that she's trying to get out there right now.
I'm sorry, what did I miss?
I'm very sorry about this, you guys.
How many dice RPG could hold?
Tell Alex we have plenty of dice. We will make him hold it all.
You gotta
Just
Andre
don't-
the Giant with a beer can.
No, because you're doing something
Good
for her,
God.
and I honestly don't want to know what I'm walking into when I get home.
Hey, that is an opportunity. I suggest you seize it.
Rusty,
I know that it's okay. I'm sorry. That was a little above board.
That's okay. Rusty, what they're talking about in the chat right now What they're talking about in the chat right now is I get constantly made fun of on Perception Studio, on any show that I'm on, for my larger than usual hands. I'm the. Let's put a donation on it. I'll show the camera.
The old hand donation.
Next donation I'll just show. I'll just show right now. But yeah, I'm so sorry to interrupt that.
No, I'm not.
It's totally fine. He takes your drink
I hate this so
and
much.
finishes reading off of the envelope. Says, problem is, well, thanks. Ship set out 5 years ago. Never returned.
Until now.
Until now. No crew we can see. Spirit Warden sent aboard, never returned. I need someone to investigate, and I can't risk any more bronze masks.
You had your man gone for 5 years, and you didn't think to investigate in
No,
those
the
5
ship
years.
left 5 years ago. It was a Leviathan hunter.
Okay.
We assume it sank. Keep up. You're supposed to be the smart one. At least that's what my briefing said.
I look at Steve and we're like, "You're the smart one." Like I'm.
Yeah.
I'm just the emotional support himbo.
That's true.
Point is, I need you to go down to the docks and discreetly check it out. Dock Warden has it cordoned off. Now, I could use my authority, but I don't want to make a big deal out of it. If one Leviathan hunter shows up, and all of a sudden we get involved, everyone's going to scrutinize all of them. I need this to go quiet. From what I understand, dealing with haunted oddities is this office's purview.
What happens to the boat after we take care of your little problem?
That's the problem I want you to take care of. Clean it up. Make sure it looks like an oddity that just sailed in.
And we may
Find out what happened to my spirit wardens, and I'll pay you handsomely.
define cleaning this up in any way that we would like.
Don't make any noise. Doesn't need to be any attention drawn to what's happening here.
Okay.
If it comes to pass that people believe the spirit wardens can't handle something like this, well, then faith in us may dip, and I can assure you the immortal emperor would not be happy with that.
Oh no.
No.
You may have no faith in his majesty, but trust me, I do. You tell me.
He's not part of my faith, though.
You are part of the official state religion. It's like the state sanctioned religion.
Oh.
He is immortal.
This guy.
I'm a big fan of him. Praise be!
Are they cool about the orphanage?
Why wouldn't they be cool about the orphanage?
The emperor doesn't even live in this city.
Okay, that's fair.
He lives who the fuck knows where.
He hates orphans.
Oh god, he hates orphans. Oh, it made me so mad. They don't have parents. Some emperor just pissed off that there's orphans out there.
Who brought up orphans and the emperor again? You know that ruins
You
his
They
ruined
make-
dinner.
Hey, make him feel bad.
Okay, can we take the letter from him and kind of scoot him out so we can start planning on
I'll
this?
just shut the
Yeah,
door.
Steve definitely just pushed, just shoved him away.
He puts a hand on you, but you continue to push him back.
Yeah, it's just
I swear, if this thing, I will burn this place to the ground,
And the door slammed.
and I won't make it look like an accident.
Can you switch to the baby teeth one so we can talk to you?
How
now?
do I
It's
just
just
go?
at will. You
Yeah,
just go back.
Zoop. The body just falls. And then
Tall Steve is just a heap.
in flies the chattering teeth.
Oh man.
I
That
feel
was something.
I feel like he has a 1920s newsboy voice, right?
That was something.
There it is.
No.
There it is.
I don't like that guy.
I'd prop his old body up and put it somewhere safe.
I know he's so mad. He's so mad that you treat the bodies this way.
But you built them.
I know.
Need to find a nice place before he leaves it. Okay. Put it up
Well,
against the wall.
Sit in a
God's
chair
sake.
at least. I know they're all in one room. But come on.
So I go back to my section. I kind of sit down and I close my eyes. But while I'm closing my eyes, I'm talking to Vesna.
I won't forget about the premature clock advance.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me. I know I've got it. No clocks have come up yet, but as soon as they do, I swear.
I've never forgotten a premature clock advance.
Oh,
You
no,
guys?
no.
They make medication for that.
All the
DJ.
time.
So I'm speaking to Vesna. I say, Vesna, how should we proceed?
Can you just talk to me like a regular person? Do you
Well-
always have to sit on the ground?
The last time, you wouldn't give us permission to sit in your chairs.
Just get
I'm
yourself.
not allowed in the chair room.
That's true.
Yeah, since the baby teeth incident.
Since the teeth incident.
Yep, there's now a baby teeth incident. May we sit down in your parlor?
Yes.
Okay, so we all take seats.
the most obnoxious sit
And
on
now-
a chair.
We get to probably one of the coolest parts about Blades in the Dark, the planning phase. Because Blades in the Dark doesn't have one.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't
In heist games, generally, if you're familiar with games where you plan a heist, like Shadowrun or others, it's the only one that really comes to mind, like off the top of my head. But people tend to spend like multiple sessions planning, and then the second you do a thing, something goes wrong, everything breaks bad, and it doesn't work. In Blades in the Dark, we fast forward, jump right to the action. We assume our characters have planned for everything they possibly could have. They are professionals. Everything that will be thrown at them is things they couldn't have accounted for, unless they spend stress to do a flashback and say, guess what? I already accounted for that. So, now, we've sort of cut the camera where you all sit down to prep, and we jump right to the action. A couple of things I will give you as information, and you are allowed to do a little bit of research beforehand if you say, hey, I do want to kind of look into a thing. We can each person can sort of can take one action where we get a little scene where maybe they go stake out the docks, or maybe they go talk to somebody, and if you want to do that, we can. But for the most part, we jump right to the action. Does anyone have any legwork they want to do? Is there anything you want to like real quick? Yeah, what's up, JPG?
So, I wanted to see if there are any particular spirits or ghosts or supernatural that specifically target boats.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. You're going to give me... sorry. I don't choose what the players roll. The players tell me what they would like to roll, and then we adjudicate position and effect. And so we'll kind of get to that right here. So what do you want to do that? What does that look like?
I'd like to study.
You like to
I'd
study.
like
So
to
you-
look through books, things like that, see if I can find something in our books
Okay.
where there's something that is specifically targeting boats.
Okay, sure. So give me a study action. You don't have any... This is not a difficulty. There's no position and effect here because it's just research. The result of your roll will determine the kind of information you get.
Okay.
On a 1 to 3, you're not going to turn up anything.
On a 1 to 3, he reads one of his smut books.
Yeah, on a 1 to 3, you find a smut book.
I gotta read one
on
of the
a
romance
fi-
books. Yeah.
This is good. This is about a pirate. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no!
on a 4th,
what it called.
It's called the John Silver.
there's something long in his jaws. On a 4 to 5, that is a partial success or success with a complication. On a 6, you have completely succeeded. On 2 6s, it is a critical success. So yeah, give me, how many dice are you rolling for study?
For study, I have 2 pips in it, so I get 2 dice.
Yes. So each character has a list of 12 verbs. These are the actions they use to interact with the world. They're sort of in subsets of 4 in 3 different categories, which are insight, prowess, and resolve. And those sort of cover like mental, physical, and will. So study is a mental stat. It's under insight. You said 2. So
2.
roll 2d6 and we'll see, we take the highest one.
Oh, they're both 3s.
They're
Oh,
both
you got the
threes.
smut
Yeah,
book
what-
again.
I think the main thing is you start to look through books and it's just like, it's overwhelming. So target boats, it's all conjecture and not really any good information. Like, sure, this is a Leviathan hunter. It came back from sea. Leviathans are giant, horrible demons. It's entirely possible something could have happened out there, but who's really been able to catalog them? No one at this point. So It's more that like, yeah, absolutely. What you get is absolutely this could be a spirit that specifically targets boats, or maybe a demon that targets boats. Who can say? But it's also possible that like this was a fluke. This was something else that happened. You can't really narrow it down, unfortunately.
Okay.
But you do know that there are spirits that do that.
Okay.
You get a little something.
Okay, so we at least have a little bit.
It seems entirely in line with spirits, so you don't have any reason to believe that you're just going to walk in and it's going to be like pirates or something.
Okay.
Ghost pirates?
Or ghost pirates.
Ghost pirates.
It could be ghost
My
pirates.
favorite.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. The rubber mask set, just...
You have to stutter when you say their name, too.
Ghost pirates!
I don't know if this is for my action, if I may.
Yeah. Tell me what you want to
I actually think I want to follow Percy to see if he does anything
do.
else.
Okay.
The rest of that
Yeah,
night. I don't know.
You can follow Percy to see what else Percy does for the rest of the night. Do you follow as the marionette?
As the marionette.
Okay, so you're like hovering.
Well,
and
actually, you know what?
floating.
No, I will go as the as Tall Steve, as I will call him.
Oh,
from now
because
on.
Tall Steve has an ability we haven't talked about yet. What can Tall Steve do? What
Tall-
other horrifying aspect of Tall
with
Steve
the
is a
spindly
reality?
long limbs of Tall Steve, he can spider climb.
Yep. He has tiny hooks all over his body that can just climb on. You can
Oh
climb
my
on any
God.
surface with ease, I
Yeah.
believe.
Can your
Not
head
only it's-
rotate?
Oh, definitely.
For sure. For sure.
Of course.
So you try to follow Percy.
Yeah.
Percy Musgrave. So give me, I believe
I
that
mean,
is
I'm gonna
covered
prowl.
by Prowl.
Yeah.
I've
I've got two.
It's technically Prowl or Hunt. Hunt is really more for following,
Mm.
but since you're using the spider climb,
Mm.
it sounds like you are more just trying to, you're not shadowing so much as you are like being above his sightline. Using that,
Yeah.
Prowl is about movement. I feel that's more appropriate here. So yeah,
Mhm.
go for it. Roll
So-
Prowl.
2 pips is 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, a 4 and a 2. So
A 4 and 2, so mixed success. A couple things you find out as you follow Percy is that he pretty much heads back to Bellwether Crematorium. Bellwether Crematorium is a couple things. It is the home of the Spirit Wardens. It is where the giant enchanted brass bells of the city are. Whenever someone dies in the city of Duskwall, those bells ring. They ring frequently. Beneath those bells is the rookery, where the spirit crows live. Now, those crows, whenever the bell rings, fly out to go circle above the corpse that just died, so that the spirit wardens know where to go. And beneath Bellwether Crematorium is the crematorium itself. The spirit wardens follow the crows, grab the body, and they burn it in the enchanted flames before a ghost can rise from the corpse. So, yeah, he's on the up and up. This isn't someone impersonating Percy Musgrave.
Hmm.
This is a spirit warden you have dealt with. You know this backing is legitimate.
Can I get a little taste? What was he saying to the other rooms when he goes in?
I think so. You maybe climb up by a window under his office, and we, as the camera, see him take off his mask. You don't get to see that. We don't see his face
Oh.
because maybe if you got a critical, you might see who he is.
Oh no, he's hot.
Handsome
Based
squidward.
off my description, like if you're really into dudes in their like late 40s that look like they've been run through a meat grinder, then yeah.
Please keep going. Go a little bit slower.
Mhm. He's got like one arm, a black lung because a ghost reached into his chest.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a
Um,
thing.
guy.
It
That's
is
your
my
thing?
thing.
Split lip, multiple broken nose. One of his eyes doesn't work. Like this is a dude who's been doing this since he was like 20, and he's almost 50.
Right.
So like he's beat to shit.
Sick.
He's pissed off, and he scribbles something in his journal angrily,
Stupid.
and then he
fucking
takes that journal.
robot.
He takes that journal and he puts it in a desk, and he locks it, and he keeps that lock, the key to that lock, around his neck.
Mhm.
So you know that's his.
Mm.
It's not like whoever's wearing that persona. Like I said, Percy Musgrave, the last time you met with them was a 50-year-old woman. It's so whatever's in that journal is his personal thoughts or property. But that's all you get.
All right.
He leaves.
This is-
Do you know? maybe there's more here if you want to try and break in, but I think that's kind of beyond the scope of what we're looking at for
not
tonight.
really.
Maybe that's a
Yeah.
project for you to work on in the future.
I'll just scramble back home.
You know your backing is legitimate.
I wanted to do some research on maybe like the blueprints of the ship.
Oh, sure. You're going to research like Leviathan. He did give you the name of the ship. Let me find it. I swear I wrote it down.
The SS Pringus.
No, the SS Pringus, of course. No.
The SS Poggers.
The
It is not the SS Poggers.
The
I swear to God. I just want one.
Poggers!
I just want one serious game with you guys.
I'm trying,
That'll
but
never
look where we
happen.
are.
Oh God, the SS Tummy Tickler
Yeah.
is in this chat right now.
Remember all the stupid names we have for the Draconid ships? The SS.
That's a
doing
That's not
Yes,
here.
as push-ups in the sun.
Yeah,
The SS
the SS
push-ups
licking
was-
their eyeballs.
That is
to keep
neither
them moist.
here nor there, and that requires way too much context to explain.
Rusty, the whiskey of the night is going to be a Centauri whiskey toki. I usually try to have some sort of really nice whiskey whenever we play as well too. So
Fancy.
it is very
Yeah.
fancy. It's quite
Cheers.
fancy.
Cheers.
Oh,
I have water. Could I request a beer? Is that a thing I can do?
$5.
I'd like to-
Donate to the if you donate $5, I get a beer.
Can I have a beer too?
That's not
please?
true. That's not true.
That's not true.
Don't do
That's
that.
not
I will
true.
be so drunk.
Oh God. Other names in the chat for the
The SS.
It's a slithery little.
what is the other one?
snake.
SS Samina Mina A Waka Waka.
What is happening?
Who can say? No, this ship is called Hell's Bow.
Whoa.
Hell's bells.
And it is a Titan.
Somebody did donate $5 for
Bear?
For beer!
No,
beer!
Wait, no, but
Bear.
But now there needs to be a bear somewhere in this freaking
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Yes. Jeff-
Wow, what a
And,
selection.
Hell's
and it doesn't matter. Just hand one. I'm good.
Is that you?
No, I wish that was me.
Hell's Bell. Yes, Hell's Bow.
Hell's bell.
I'll take that green. Oh, okay, sure. You got it.
Wow.
Well, not
They're all
really.
IPAs.
I'll take it.
We're getting
Just-
Vanna Whited over
Oh.
here.
Yeah, we
I
are
should-
getting Vanna Whited
I
over
should
here.
have brought
I'm
some
good, I'm
Bear
good.
Republic, and I could have drank
Yeah.
a bear.
They're all
Okay,
the same.
Yeah, I want
so
that
this it is the Hell's Bow,
one.
and it is a
Okay.
Titan class Leviathan hunter, the
Yeah.
biggest class of Leviathan hunter. You're looking at something that is just slightly smaller than like the Titanic. Actually, like Lusitania. Like this is the Lusitania level of ship.
But
Chat,
you
know
can't
what
reference the
Titanic
Queen
was
Mary, something that we
like,
might have seen
It's
in our
common
lifetime.
Okay, fine. It's the Queen Mary. It's the Queen Mary.
Oh,
in
you've
terms
never
of
played with
size.
Lauren.
That's right. Andrew's never played with me.
You've
I'm
never
going to
played
say
with
shit
Lauren.
that everyone's going to go, what? And then I have to give you a history lesson on my brain. The Queen
Yeah.
Mary. It's a Queen Mary in size. It's not. That's
You're
not.
assuming our chat knows just is in California.
Andrew asked for something he
Well,
might
that's
have
a boat
seen.
that someone might have seen in their lifetime. The Titanic, you wouldn't have seen
I
unless
don't
you
think
watch
Jake has
a
seen
movie,
either of
and then you
those,
got to
and I know
reference
he's
Leo
out there.
DiCaprio for size.
I've never seen a boat.
That's rough, dude.
Why was that
Oh,
funny?
God.
That
I
was
don't
really
know why
funny.
that was funny. I don't know why that was
That was
funny.
really funny.
Okay, so it's.
I've seen a boat, people.
Think Queen Mary. We are looking at a boat that has at least like five floors, stories.
Yeah.
It is roughly 500 feet long, maybe longer. I don't really know how
Probably
long
longer.
boats are.
Go
It has
on.
smokestacks, engines, that sort of thing. It is a steam powered boat. So yeah, Katie, give
It's
me
steam-powered.
Ship.
a ship. Is that making it a ship instead of a boat? Thank you.
I
When
thought
does that-
the
when does that
ships
happen?
ran on ghost energy or something.
They do.
Oh, okay.
They
You said
do.
steam powered.
So that's the touchstone
I've
I'm
seen
giving
it.
you.
Oh, okay.
But imagine if instead of dudes shoveling coals, they're just throwing Grandma Hortense in there.
Grandma Hortense.
She deserved it.
Just sitting on a pile of ghosts, just going, yeah,
It's just fine. I'm burning.
this used to be all orange
Yeah.
growing.
Yes. Steve the Ghost Robot's very offended right now.
It's his
He knows
meal.
how.
It's
He
his
knows
meal.
how it works. Okay, so Katie, give me your role. What are you going to use to sort of
I
research
don't
that?
remember what I was doing. So
You wanted to look at blueprints,
Powder.
floor plans for the boat, kind of get an idea of what it looks like.
I have study or survey. So
Okay. Survey, do you want to go down to the docks and look at the boat? Study, do you want to go find blueprints for it somewhere?
I want to find blueprints.
Okay. Where do you go? How do you have access to that?
Who can say? I don't know.
You can. You can make shit up.
I go down to.
Do you have a contact? Someone who it is the gang has a contact. What's the contact for the gang?
Could we bring our contacts in without chat?
Oh, it's on the page, probably.
Gang contact.
Asking
Let's
all these
use
questions I don't know.
character contacts. Let's leave for the chat.
Oh, we
We
didn't
didn't
pick one.
mark it.
Pick one right now.
Pick a librarian.
Oh, let's go with
The
that.
tavern.
Well, yeah, sure.
Loots, a tavern
What's a
owner.
tavern keeper gonna know about boats?
Maybe he used to be a Leviathan hunter.
Or the
dude.
Leviathans all come in
They
and have a
come
drink
in.
sometime.
They
Yeah.
come in and they talk about the
They
boats.
said, you know what, I can't pay
Yeah, I
for
heard
here,
a guy
here's
one
some
time come in
blueprints.
here. He talked about a boat. Now I know.
If
At
I
that
know
point-
anything about tavern keepers, they're gonna hear all the good goss.
Maybe you're just talking to this guy and he's giving you.
Blacksmith? Oh, maybe.
Hey, a blacksmith could make parts for a boat.
All right, we'll go with blacks. No,
No,
I
no,
like-
don't
We
let
already
me
said
be a
tavern.
jack.
No, we
already said tavern keeper.
To be honest, I
already
like
said
tavern
tavern keeper.
keeper.
That's
Tavern
a
keeper.
cute
Great.
idea. I'm
Do you
just an
do you
idiot.
go
It's
and he's
okay.
like, oh shit, it's my best
Mark
customer.
it
She
off.
buys all the top shelf stuff.
I like that a lot.
Yes, that one.
Okay. So Lutz sees you come in and goes, if it ain't the Viper herself. What are we drinking tonight? I have an excellent Sarkorian brandy. I think it's probably something only you can afford. Although, there is a wonderful vintage wine, and the one-legged, three-eyed man who sold it to me said he got it directly from the Emperor's storeroom himself.
I think Viper just goes, why not both?
A
God.
woman after my own heart. Of course, why not both? He brings down both bottles, pours you a glass of each, pours himself just a nip. Just a nip. I can't afford to drink it myself, you know. The overhead on these things is crazy. Now, to what does my establishment owe the Viper?
The Leviathan boat that just came in. I heard you have.
Heard them talking about it. Hell's Bow, they called it. Not seen in 6 years? 7? 10. Not
5.
seen in 10 years.
I think it was 5.
He's a tavern. He gotta exaggerate.
Yeah, come on, man. He's just here to tell stories.
He was talking about a one-legged, three-eyed man. That doesn't make no
I
sense.
believe that part.
Yeah, we live in a
right.
weird
So,
city.
to be fair,
We live in a weird city.
Jason, JPG, your character literally has lightning running through his blood.
I do
like,
have
there are
lightning
people who are part demon.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
you can't give my true
Also-
name on the chat.
I'm sorry. I at least that one I know has been out there before.
Boats are amazing.
Boats.
True name.
There's no such thing as boats. Boats are used by the government to spy on you. You haven't seen that in 10 years? They were changing its batteries to drone. When your bartender is just like a QAnon cultist.
Oh god.
Are they a shaman out there too?
Maybe. Anyway, so yeah. Continue.
Yes, so you've heard of it.
Indeed I have. I believe that particular boat was captained by Ulrich Valentine, or as he calls himself, Valentin. The Scovlander accent is thick, as you know.
Like with 2 C's or?
Oh yes, quite
Okay.
thick with two
You
C's.
did it. You didn't have to, but you did it.
I did it.
Bunch of red-headed Viking men and women running around. Of course, they're thick with 2 C's. I'm running this game. Dan.
That is very on brand.
This is
for you,
Lord's
Lauren.
world.
That is very on brand for you.
Look, if I run a game, there's thick Vikings. I can't help it.
Thank you, Alex.
What did I miss?
Alex knows.
Oh, let me.
Jason Percival Giff. But
I-
Jason, Jacen.
I do love that. That's my favorite JPG guess at this point. My favorite
Better than,
JPG
I
guess
don't
at this
remember
point.
what the other one was, but we had one for Merkborg that was so good.
But lots of good ones.
I think my favorite's like Juan Pablo Gendarme or something like that.
Oh, that was
That one was great.
That was a
But,
pretty good one.
Jason Percival Giff is good.
That is
Jason
pretty good.
Powergator.
That was a pretty
Power
good one,
gets
too.
good. For the record, it's spelled like JC on, like an EV evolution, not like Jason.
Get out.
JC on. Mason.
Oh.
That is pretty great. That's pretty great.
You do have a dog named.
You do have a
I do.
dog named
My
Evie.
my puppy's name is Evie.
Suspicious.
For the next donation, we'll make sure to have a photo of my puppy on screen. At
Someone
some
is
point.
yelling at us to play the fucking game, so let's play the fucking game. All right, Viper, continue.
So I've heard that you have the blueprints for the boat.
Blueprint. I don't have blueprints. Who told you I had blueprints?
I think at this point she slips a little more money, pours him a little more of the drink.
He says blueprints. I still don't have any blueprints, but what I have is the steel trap mind of a man who's been bartending and used to be a Leviathan hunter himself.
Oh God, he sounds so hot.
He is pretty hot.
He sounds very
Titan
hot.
class. That ship is.
The size of the Queen Mary.
Let me get some.
those.
Let me get some paper. In this case, you can still roll study. I think
Okay.
study's still appropriate. I would also accept consort. I will say you'll get better results if you roll consort.
I don't have anything.
Then might as well go with study.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I got a 2.
You got 2 twos.
I got
You
two
got 2.
2s.
Yeah, this dude just drew you like a drunken map.
I want to imagine it's like a boat. Like a
It's just
circle of a boat.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is. He draws like a side profile.
Yeah, please, can we
And
draw
it's
this real
not
quick?
good. DJ's gonna draw that for us. But like what he does give you is like, oh, here's the upper deck, and then below the upper deck is
Here
like,
be the boat. Lauren, hold it up. For
this is
the
the boat. We have this excellent depiction of a Leviathan hunter.
I used to hunt. That's where the boats we went
Travel
on.
There are
Leviathan.
sails.
Oh, okay.
that he can drive. So
the boat.
what you do know, what you do get out of this, you get at least a little bit of something, is the general idea. You don't get anything sort of internally. You don't know any floor plans, any
Leviathan in the
bulkhead
background.
locations. Perfect. A Leviathan in the background, a very angry whale. What you
just like
do
a
get
boo.
is that the top deck is a top deck. It's an outer deck where you can move around. There's sort of a helm up there. Below that is the weapons deck. Below that is storage, and below that is the furnace.
All right.
That's what you find out. And so finally, Mortimer, do you have any recon
The boat is
research you want
in
to do? The
dock.
top deck is a top deck. Thank you, Mitchie. Yes, I know I repeated myself. It is profound.
How
The
fast.
thing
Sometimes
is a
the top
thing.
deck is not a top deck, and you have to be very clear.
The top deck is a pipe.
There you go.
Isn't top decking that thing you do in card games when you're losing?
Yes.
How
but what-
just play your turn. Just play your turn with your whale on the.
It's got my name on it. Okay.
What do you research?
I'd like to. Is it in the docks?
Yes.
Can I like stake it out?
Yes, you absolutely can. What do you want to roll to do that?
I would like to survey the boat.
Roll survey.
I have 1 point in survey.
So you're
Mortimer's
just going
talking
and
to
walking
himself
around the
again.
docks?
You know what? Can I attune to the ghost instead and try to communicate with what's hanging around this area?
Ooh.
Yeah, sure.
Do your
You
ghost
can
laugh.
absolutely try to. Are you going
I
down to
can't
the
do
docks
my
to
ghost
attune?
laugh.
Yes.
Okay. You're going down to the docks to attune.
I can't do it right now.
I can't do it either. Ooh, so-
That's a 3. We suck collectively across the board.
Yeah,
Yeah, collectively, we are not good at rolling.
Where are you
in
when
this
you
game.
attune?
I'm terrible at rolling.
I imagine he goes to as close as he can to the boat and like finds a place to hide.
You can't get close to it. Here's a thing you do know. The fucking dock, the dock warden has that shit cordoned off. And not in like an official way, not like making a big deal out of it, but if you try to like walk close to the gangplank and someone's like, oh, hey, no, support struts are bad right now, we're working on some stuff, you can't go that way, apologize, please go on out on the left. And then you go to the left and you try and go around it, and there's just like a bunch of crates stacked there. And there's like a dude who's just leaning up against them, smoking a pipe. And he's like, meh, sorry, union break. Can't do anything about it. Come back in 2 hours. And like if you come back in 2 hours, it's a different guy there who's on a union
Also
break,
smoking a pipe.
also smoking a pipe.
The same
So you
pose.
can't get to this thing, but you can get close.
I get as close
You
as I
can
can.
get to the docks, like in the docks, and then you attune. And the thing that happens is you kind of sort of start to attune to the ghost field and immediately are hit with anger and rage and sort of see a sort of like you feel almost a heat, but it's a soul burning heat that emanates from this ship. And you have to stop attuning right away because you're like, oh shit. So the important things you learn are there's something fucky going down with that boat, and the dock workers are not going to make getting to it easy. And so now we jump to the action.
Wait. What was that funny word you had for longshoreman that one time? A yeoman?
A yeoman?
You had a cool word.
A yeoman is...
No, you had a
You
cool
mean
word.
stevedore?
Stevedore! These stevedores out here.
We have one Steve in this game already.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's not a door. Come on.
Wow.
So
He's
I want to
adorable.
say
Aw.
legit when I was doing my prep there was a character in here who is a stevedore, and after you said your name was Steve I'm like that joke is going to happen.
Were any of these people stevedores that I just talked to?
Yeah, all of them.
That's what I thought.
They're all a stevedore.
What's
For
a
those of you who
stevedore?
don't know, a
I
stevedore
touched
is someone
myself.
who loads and unloads cargo from a ship.
Marky
Write it
DF,
down,
thanks
write that
again
down.
for the follow, by the way.
Oh,
We're playing Blades in the Dark, kind of.
Your turn,
works
my
on a
turn.
boat.
I
You're
adore
playing.
you. Steve adores you. What are you gonna do?
Steve Jar! Oh,
That was
should
at
not-
first when you captured me. That was very
Yeah,
scary.
that's when I captured him. Sorry. Oh my god.
All right.
Mortimer, I got this ghost in a jar. Can you give him a body?
Yeah, could you please? Could you please?
So the next thing we do is jump to the action here. So we do what's called the action roll, or the engagement roll. So each of you,
Gripping and ripping, dude?
nice gripping and ripping.
I didn't want to
The
do it on my
engagement
side.
roll is where we pick our plan of attack or subterfuge or subtlety. Thank you, Alex. And then we roll to see how well it's going for the crew as we cut to the action. So we need to pick a plan of engagement. I'm going to read these off. Your possible plans are assault. When you assault, so for each plan you will pick a detail. For assault, you pick the point of attack. For deception, you pick the method of deception. For stealth, you pick the entry point you're sneaking into. For occult, you pick the arcane power you are using. For social, you pick the connection you have. And for transport, you pick the route you're going to follow. Now, transport isn't really viable here, but all of the others could be. So does anyone have any ideas for what you want to throw out?
Stealth.
Yeah, stealth.
Stealth.
Are we good at stealth?
Oh, I was
Stealth.
I was gonna say assault.
I was gonna say
Assault is kicking down the door. Where are you starting the
We're
attack?
supposed to be quiet though.
It's
Yeah.
Deception is like we're gonna lie our way past
I
guards or
forgot.
get our way in. Stealth is
Yeah.
definitely let's try to move through this place unnoticed. Occult is weird. You could do kind of just about anything.
I think we
You're
could
using
occult it,
magic.
too,
You might
maybe.
be able to occult it if you want.
Cult the shit out of
and
it.
then-
Garamon, just to let you know, this is not going to be a one shot. We're actually skipping next Thursday, but this is going to be all throughout October on Thursdays for
Yes.
you
It's
guys.
spooky.
We're skipping
Spooky
next
season.
Thursday, but we will be here all of October doing spooky ghost heists.
Okay, if you guys are
Social
thinking stealth,
Is a
I'm-
connection. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think social is a connection.
I'm sorry.
You may try and
For what?
bribe a guard, or maybe you know the dock warden could be any of those things.
Does someone know a dock warden?
No.
I don't think anyone. I mean,
Alright,
you
well,
may.
there it
I'm
goes.
a priest.
You can say you do.
They could go to your congregation or whatever. Maybe you gave them a cough syrup. I don't know.
Yeah.
That I mean, like
That's a good
legit.
point.
That is.
That's a
Oh,
flashback,
I'm
right?
throwing stuff
no,
out.
that
I
could
don't
be
know.
that could be your point of engagement if you want it to be. That
Russ-
could also be a flashback if at any point you're like, oh, I know that guy from church.
Yeah. Rusty, don't ever apologize for incredible jokes like that. Assault a Peppa, you push it
Mm.
real good.
Push
Um,
it.
Is that Jared?
Push it real
Ba,
good.
ba, ba,
Jared
ba,
does do
ba,
Rusty all the
ba,
time.
ba, 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 ba.
Rusty robot icon. That might be Jared.
All right.
Is
Anyway,
it you, Jared?
I
Let's-
feel like it's
okay.
got to be stealth or occult. That's what I'm
Fine.
feeling.
Stealth.
I know maybe not everyone's a stealther.
The thing with engagement, no, it's not. The thing with engagement rolls is, it is. We all have to do it, right?
No, the group
Or is
does
it
it
a lead?
as a whole. There's no lead. We figure out exactly how it works via a process. It's like, hey, are you in a good position here? Is there things you didn't account for? What is your tier compared to theirs?
I'll go for
Um,
stealth.
Yeah, if we're doing stealth, I
Let's
think
do it.
stealth is good.
Yeah,
So
I'm
what
good
does
with it.
stealth look like? Are you sneaking through the docks? Are you getting a rowboat and rowing up alongside it?
Ooh, rowboat.
What's the plan?
You
Sounded
sound-
like someone who
you
knows
sounded
what a
real-
boat sounds like.
He's
Yeah.
selling that rowboat.
That's 2 boats you've seen today now, Katie. You must be real
She
She
excited.
knows boats.
Hey,
She knows
just
boats.
real quick, we're about an hour in, so I want to go over the donations one more time. For $10, you can give us an extra die. Dice pools are really low in this game,
Please,
as you have
God.
seen. 2 dice is not enough.
Please,
Have we
God,
seen a
give us
single roll?
another
For
dice.
15, you can advance or rewind a clock. We already have an auto advance in that's going to come to play in about the next 5 minutes, if that. For $25, you can add an ally or an enemy. When you do that, choose a character or choose a player. You could say JPG, Andrew, Katie, or DJ. And enemy or ally, and they each have enemies and allies on their sheets that they will then be introduced. We currently have 1 advance / rewind. I think that was for an auto advance, sort of locked in, and that will come up in just a moment.
Perfect.
Uncensored? Jeez.
I do show my
You're
hands
asking a
uncensored.
lot.
Yeah, whenever you're moving your hands, I do have to make sure you keep them low so, the camera can't see them.
honestly, man,
Keep it low. Keep it
my
low.
wife is in the chat and she's
going-
definitely texted me a couple real gross things.
Alex,
Yeah.
we're trying to be professional here and
Yeah.
put on a show. Save that for
Yeah.
later. Okay, next. So, I gotta think. I gotta hold my
We
nose.
got you, homie.
Okay, cool.
You're
That just killed the room.
That took the wind out of his
Yes.
sail. Where'd my boat go?
Where'd your,
That
I
is
need this
low.
for clocks. Shut up.
Fuck your boat.
I need this
We
for
clocks.
What do you- All right, what's the plan? Take a sailboat, sneak through the docks.
I'd say
pictured
rowboat.
sailboat.
You
use
do the
Colts.
rowboat.
Yeah, you want a rowboat?
Let's
Okay.
do the rowboat,
Push it.
but
Push it real.
can I be a distraction while they sneak in?
No,
You
no.
can, but that is a separate plan.
Oh, I don't want to be a separate plan.
We can be a separate plan.
That's a separate engagement
Don't
role.
listen. It's got too many
Do what
teeth.
you think is fun.
Remember, you're supposed to go for this quiet.
Quiet.
You don't have to adhere to that.
But I would say though that if I'm loud and they're quiet,
But how are you gonna get back on the boat?
honestly, I
You're
mean,
gonna get an electro fister.
Yeah, you're gonna get arrested.
let's not.
What did you say?
Look, your patented electro
How about this?
fisters will save us.
We'll all sneak in. We'll all sneak
One
in.
of your cool abilities is you can create a storm.
I know.
Do you create a storm?
Okay, so can I? I'm gonna spend 2 stress.
All right, you're spending 2 stress.
I'm gonna spend 2 stress in
Get a
order to
shirt with
create
that.
a storm.
Yeah.
And this particular storm is only going to be fog. But the fog is going to generate from me, and then whoever's like.
Can you read that ability off for
Yeah,
us?
sure. So Tempest
Can you
is you can push yourself.
Push yourself means spend 2 stress.
To do one of the following: unleash a stroke of lightning as a weapon. Please don't clip
Come on.
stroke.
Come
I'm
on.
Sorry for that. Summon a storm in your immediate vicinity. Either that's torrential rain, roaring winds, heavy fog, chilling frost and snow, etc. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on making sure that I
Yeah.
am putting a fog around us, but it's going to be putting a fog around us this whole time.
It's the area. So
Ominous.
what this is going to be is it's not emanating from you. You just fog, heavy fog rolls in. So a couple things happen with that. You're going to get an extra die for your engagement roll.
Okay.
Y'all ain't going to be able to see for shit once you're on that boat.
Found the boat.
Wait,
Bump
but
into it.
if I crit,
You don't suddenly get fog eyes.
well, no, because I can control the fog to where it's like, okay, they can see through it, but like the ghost can't, right?
No, you made fog.
Man.
You're going to be able to get on there without being seen. If this
Even
roll
by the
goes well.
ghosts?
Oh yeah. This is
Okay,
sneaking
okay,
on.
okay,
This is sneaking
okay.
on. You don't have to roll for this. You just do it. It's going to give the crew an extra die.
Okay.
So, when we do the engagement roll, which my notes are just where are they?
I know someone leads it.
All right, you start with 1 die for sheer luck.
Sheer luck. Wait, actually, Katie, you should roll this one because all of us have been trash.
Mine was okay.
Was it?
Yeah, but we hate you.
Yeah, it was alright.
Whoa, that's my son.
Whoa!
You start with 1 die for sheer luck.
Sheer luck. Got it.
I'm just
Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I think it is. I think it's dope.
No, I think it's normal.
Bold or daring?
I think it's
We have to
normal.
fight.
as
We have to
hell.
fight a whole boat of ghosts.
A man
That-
came to our
that's-
door and said, "Just do this,
Yeah.
you idiots."
That's
and we said,
spirit.
"Okay."
That spirit wardens don't even want to deal with.
That's
right?
because they are posers.
We got a donation for $10 to Electro.
Dope.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Thank
Alex.
you,
What's
Alex.
$10 get an extra die?
An extra die.
Awesome.
For the electrofist.
So
Then you
we're
gotta
gonna have a good
roll.
time, man.
You're the
Okay.
electrofist.
I am the
I
electricist.
don't think this operation is particularly bold or daring because you chose the safe route to go in. If you had said we're going to assault the docks, that's bold or daring.
Fair.
That's
This
fair.
is
That's
you're taking
Okay.
the safe, quiet way in.
Okay.
Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
Yeah, because ghosts
Yeah.
still need to see.
Well, it's more
Apparently.
that the vulnerability
Boats
here
hate
is that you
fog.
are taking a boat
Katie
to
knows
circumvent having to walk the
Why
docks.
there's lighthouses.
Okay.
And by you're also using the fog. So yeah, you get an extra die for that. So you're
Okay.
3 dice.
So we got three. We got
Can
three.
any of your
Everybody
friends or contacts provide aid?
Well, we have the barkeep.
What's he gonna do? He's
He drew a
drunk.
cool
Katie used
picture.
that for her legwork, and he drunkenly drew a boat.
He's drunk.
I mean, I would trust it.
Are there any other elements you want to consider? No. You start with 3 dice. 3 is pretty high for a
Right.
thing like this.
Is that the
Hold
first
on.
6, guys. Let's hope for a 6.
Katie, you.
Oh my God, she
Broke
broke
it.
the dice
I've
tower.
never seen this before.
This never happens. I
This
swear.
is yeah.
I got 2 4s and a 2.
All right, 4. On a 4, you're in a risky position when the action starts. You've taken your boat up and you are cutting through the fog. As you do, you get to the edge of the dock, sort of where the gangway runs up to the boat, and you can see 2 yellow orbs sort of floating in this thick fog. The scent of tobacco whiffs on the or wafts on the wind, and you hear 2 individuals talking.
Sing a she said. Do
No,
it.
they're
They're
not
not
singing
working
this
right
shit.
now,
Do
dude.
it. But the
No
Is
ghosts
it
are.
Abbott and
No
Costello?
The ghost would do it.
No
Jason says I can't.
Fine.
They're colonialists.
One, it's clearly 2 people engaged in conversation. They have not noticed you yet. They're talking amongst themselves. They can't see through the fog, but they are maybe only 15 feet from you. You can sort of see their lanterns. You've come up to the edge of the dock. The big Leviathan hunter hull is to the left of you. And you can hear these people talking. And one of them says, I hope Bartleby finishes soon. It's cold out here. This damned fog came out of nowhere. I can't see anything. The ship already gives me the creeps. What do you say we just leave him? The other one says, No. Dockmaster will have our hides for that. I'm not leaving him. At least until my pipe runs out.
I want to shoot him.
Number 2.
No! What? No! He's innocent. You're just making another ghost that we have to
kill
deal
another. What are they called again?
With tranquilizers.
You have tranquilizers?
Oh, that's dumb.
What?
You snake?
Yes. In my inventory.
Oh,
Uh,
real quick. Actually,
Oh,
let's do
loadout.
this. Let's
Yeah.
do this. Okay, so the next thing that is cool in this heist game is that everyone does not have a set amount of gear. They don't. I brought a rope and I brought a gun and I brought a sword. They have a cap on gear, a loadout, if you will, which they can go either heavy, medium, or light. That determines how many items they can declare during the game. They're very much it's Schrodinger's equipment.
I did
We don't know
declare.
what you have until you declare it, which allows you to be like, I prepared for this exact situation. Of course I brought explosives. Of course I brought
Tranquilizers.
taser bullets, things like that. So everybody, let's go down the line. What is your loadout? Let's start with you.
Warhammer.
I brought a heavy loadout. I am ready to destroy these ghosts.
Heavy loadout
God
is
damn
6 load. That means he can declare 6 load worth of items. And on top of that, it means
I'm
to
gonna
the
leave.
average viewer, to the person, people looking at him, Mortimer looks like an agent on a mission. If he was walking down the street, you'd be like, that dude is up to shit.
If they could see him.
If they could see him. But what this means is he can't step off the dock and be like, hey, I'm here to relieve your watch. They'd be like, you're
Nice
covered in
night, huh?"
explosives and armor. No, you are not. So heavy is 6 gear, medium load is 5, and a light load is 3. Normal load is 5, and a light load is 3. So
Gotcha.
Katie, what load are you going with?
I'm also going heavy.
Heavy? Yeah, everyone's just going, fuck it, we're going hard. SEAL Team 6 in
That's
this
what we're
shit.
here for.
Yeah, we have to, right?
Roundabout.
Not Steve, because
Steve can't go heavy.
Well, Steve is
Steve
in
is.
marionette mode for this one,
Oh,
so it's small specifically.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought through our Bravos, did we get some kind of a bonus or something?
You do get bonus through
Okay.
Bravos. You have Bravos rigging, which gives you 2 extra gear, but only for weapons.
Oh, okay.
So you have 2 extra load, but it can only be for weapons.
That
That's
just means
great
you have
with
more
me.
baby teeth.
Oh.
God damn it.
Just
He
means you
brought
have-
his extra jar with him.
Each of them has a generic list of gear they can declare that they all have access to, and then each of them has a special list of gear that is unique to their class, such as the Leech's Bandolier, which allows them to have an array of potions, poisons, and bombs. The Hound has access to not only their pet, but special, unique ammunition and fancy guns. The Hull
Fancy.
depends entirely upon which form they are inhabiting.
Mhm.
And the Leech has things like spirit bottles that they can trap ghosts in, and charms that might ward away demons.
I'm a leech.
Whisper.
Yeah, he meant whisper.
JP.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say Leech
He
twice?
said Leech
I
twice,
meant
yeah.
Whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were going light.
Yeah, small, so it's
Just
3.
Small.
so cute
Which-
baby teeth.
However, because of your special ability, means you might also have a medium load body out here somewhere.
Oh, that's true.
Because we can do flashbacks, and that's really fucking fun.
That's very true.
Sick.
Yeah, we shipped his
Got
body
my
out,
extra
and it's in a
body.
crate on the docks somewhere. Love it.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
We
We
shall
might find out.
see.
The way flashbacks work is at any time the players can declare, I want to do a flashback. They talk about what they did in the past, and we determine how much stress that caused them before the heist started. And then we roll to see how well that plan worked.
Katie in the chat, they want to see a gun that shoots baby teeth.
That's terrifying.
You'll find
Into
out.
the thing or what?
JPG,
Load it up.
what load are you going with?
I'm going heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Man, heavy lights.
Masters of subtlety.
So
Round
you,
about.
your boat sort of
or boat.
goes in, yeah. It's right in real
As you get off the
water.
boat, it just like starts. Whoa!
The other thing this affects is your speed and your ability to move. Like you don't have a lot of articulation. This is like I think it was one of the Christopher Nolan Batman films when
That
he's
sounds
like, I can't turn
that's-
my neck.
All but the Christopher Nolan ones. I think.
That was from Batman Begins
Oh,
into the Dark
gotcha.
Knight.
Yeah. So
he
it's
said,
it's
I wanna
a
turn
joke
my
slate.
Lady and Lord stole it from me.
That's what I do.
It was also from Batman and Batman Returns, I believe, but whatever.
Sure.
Every Batman, when in their first movie, they go, "I can't turn my head," and they go, "Oh, right,
This is a necessary thing to be able to do.
right."
Yeah, pots and pans clanking around. You make noise. You cannot move
And then a
easily,
silent marionette.
and you are not fast, but you have a lot of tools at your disposal. So as your boat kind of goes bonk up there, you can see that there are 2 lanterns through the fog at the bottom of the gangplank. If that's your method of getting on the boat, you're going to have to get past these 2 guards somehow.
I tase them.
And you want to tase them,
Oh, sorry. Tranquilize them.
tranquilize them. So you're
Yeah.
using your electroplasmic ammo.
Yeah.
Which electroplasmic ammo is multiple shots might incapacitate a human target, but it is lethal to ghosts. I will say it's going to make noise. It's not silent.
What if I have a silencer on it?
Do you have a silencer on it?
Is that an extra load?
Do you have the item? I don't know fully everything that's on your list.
I have an unusual weapon. I don't know. What else would it be?
Oh, your
Um,
unusual weapon could be like
Yeah, substitute.
it could be like a
Subterfuge
double barrel shotgun, but it
supplies.
shoots two
Subterfuge
separate
supplies
ways.
are
Oh my
specifically
God.
like spy tools. What I will say is the leech has silent oil.
Oh, that was cool.
You could
I'm gonna
use
use some
that.
silent oil.
If you use that, your weapons will be silent.
What's your character's name again? Vesna? Vesna, let me stroke the tips of your guns with my silent oil.
Can we just say that you did that already?
It will help.
Steven Xander, like, please don't say that. Please
All right,
don't
so
say
you
that.
can mark that,
Can we just say that we did
which I
that?
believe you mark a bandolier,
Abandon.
and each bandolier you mark has
Oh, yeah,
3
same.
uses.
Stupid pencil.
So you put the silent oil on the guns. You're gonna step. Are you just gonna step off the boat and stun them?
Yes.
All right.
Don't do
Your
that.
position is
It's dead.
controlled.
No,
Dead.
it's
They
fine.
don't know you're there. The
Fixed
fog
it.
is there. However, it takes multiple shots to drop somebody with these. Generally, I think you're probably going for headshots here. So it's controlled
Only
standard.
kill them in the heart.
Yeah. Well, there's stun bullets.
You just wanna
So
hit their heart,
what
that's
we
all,
just
right?
did is in this game, when you want to do something,
Someone fantastic.
you are we adjudicate your position and your effect. Your position is how risky it is for you to undertake this action, and your effect is how effective the action will be. There's a lot of factors that go into this, such as quality, tier, all sorts of things. And actually, there's something we need to look at here because you all have quality weapons. So what are you marking? You have a pair of fine pistols, correct?
I have a pistol and a second pistol.
A pistol and actually, you have a pair of...
Do I get all this shit?
Yes, those are your
hell
unique
yeah.
items. So what is that? A fine pair of pistols?
Yep.
All right. So fine is an indicator of quality.
Well, I
That-
don't have silent powder.
I'm talking. Hold on.
I just don't want to cheat. I feel bad.
You should.
So Rogue had that. What
The
was it
rogue had
called?
that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't.
I don't stroke your gun thing.
So fine is an indicator that the weapon has boosted quality, which means it might give you extra effect or extra position, depending on the situation. Can I rewind the clock just to do that? So in this case, you all have quality weapons and you have fine weapons, which means even if you were firing these guns, if you had limited effect, it would still be great
Hell yeah.
because your guns are that good. These are the top of the line guns. So it looks like we can't find a way to make it not make noise.
I'm sorry. I couldn't cheat.
Why are you
Couldn't
here?
cheat, chat.
But you can still take both of these guys out. As long as you get a 4, you'll take both of them out. So you are controlled
Oh god.
for great. And actually because you're controlled for great. This is the best position you can be in.
And it's
So
hunt.
you're rolling. You tell me. You want to roll
I
hunt?
want to roll hunt.
Okay, you're rolling hunt.
I'm scared.
Hell yeah.
A 4.
A 4.
Okay, hey,
Okay,
we
so-
did it.
A 4 is a mixed success, which on a 4, what that means is you do it, but there is a complication decided by me. Complications can be resisted by you. If you choose to, you can just say, no, that complication doesn't happen. And you'll roll to resist it. You might take some stress. So what I'm going to do is finally start that fucking clock.
No! It's a
Start the clock.
It's a
Start the
clock
clock.
that's being detected, isn't it?
It is guards
Who donated
Are-
for that clock?
aware, and I'm going to make this a 6-step clock.
That's not bad.
That's already up, what's that?
We're at like 2.
I feel like we should put it up a few
And
steps.
well, we're marking 1 because somebody paid to have one marked.
Well, I'm on the side for the people who are
And
wonderfully donating. to
I'm
us
marking
this
you at a
point.
controlled position. So, with a controlled position, I guess you can either choose to back off and try a different approach. If you want to say, no, I actually realize this is a bad situation, I don't want to do that, you can go another way. Or you can just accept that I will mark a segment on this clock.
Oh, we gotta rewind.
Oh god.
Sick.
Oh god.
Don't do it in pen. We got people who delete these things.
Gonna clock myself, so we gotta rewind now too.
So we got to rewind. So I will mark it, and then the rewind happens, and it goes back.
So we're at 1.
So we're at 1, but you
one
marked-
pizza.
So you're at 1 pizza. We'll draw a
We're at
second
1
clock
pizza.
here.
Can you show the pizza to the audience?
I will
please?
show the pizza to the audience.
You do it in pen. I just said not to do it.
Look, I'm gonna redo it every time. Look at my beautiful clocks.
Look,
Wow.
there's pizza.
There's pizza. They're beautiful. Please enjoy them. It works for me, people. It works for me.
Oh god. We'll have
This is
clocks
beautiful
on the
art.
screen in a couple weeks. you
When
guys.
this clock fills, the guards, the stevedores, the people who are supposed to be watching this will be aware of your presence. So I think is it just 2 pistols?
Pew pew.
There's 2 blue flashes
Oh,
in the
damn
fog.
it.
And
What?
they go,
Why would you do that?
what? All right,
This
we're
mission's
going
over.
forward again.
We're going forward again.
Clocks
Oh,
go
no.
forward again. As they fall to the ground, their
2 steps
lanterns
forward.
hit.
I
Oh,
love
And
no.
there is a moment where we're like, oh shit, are they gonna crack? And they just roll
Oh,
And then I like the
into the water.
Lagan, I love you dearly.
So
How much she clapped.
the only clock on the table right now is the guards are aware clock. When that hits 6, the guards will be aware. For now,
It's a time lord.
there is also a secret clock.
Oh no,
But I
don't it.
I
Don't advance.
have made a secret clock.
Please no.
A disturbance.
Can we at least know how many pieces in the
8.
secret? Oh god.
It is an 8-step
God.
secret clock.
What the?
What the fuck is happening?
Lagan, you're an agent of anarchy. And I appreciate it. That's what I
I love
appreciate
it.
about you.
Wait,
That's
do
what
we
I appreciate
So
So-
0? So the guards just aren't aware?
So the
anymore?
lanterns hit the
Okay,
water,
wait a
and we were
minute.
worried, and no one looks.
Yeah. Wait. Do you want to
It's
play
just
the
back
guards
to
right now?
one,
We're
right?
like, oh.
Just back to one.
No,
It's back to zero. Oh, it's back to
No.
1. Yes, it's back to 1.
Does it want up and then down and then up?
I'm gonna run out of pages here.
Whoa, one more time. What?
Oh,
No.
that was not. Anyway,
That's-
rock,
yeah, it's
paper,
fine.
scissors.
My wife said I can send it down.
So yeah, those two fell over. Just you tase them in the head. Basically, they're down. And the gangplank up to the boat lies in front of you. It is just gently creaking as the Leviathan hunter ship just.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up there. Just the little marionette goes.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Steve.
So question: what's your goal here? What are you trying to do? Because I'm going to create some
boy.
clocks for you.
Oh, you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for Bartleby.
You're looking for Bartleby.
They said Bartleby's on the ship. I'm
They
gonna look for
did say
Bartleby.
Bartleby's on the ship.
You got a forward.
Oh, we got
Alex.
forward.
Oh no, I,
Animated Alex, thank you so
clanked
much.
too hard.
Wait,
Uh,
is the forward? I feel like that's for the secret one, right?
Question. So like, yeah, actually,
Keep Lauren's clock hard.
keep Lauren's clock hard.
Mm.
Thank you. I feel if you're saying that applies to the secret clock.
Yeah. That secret clock. That secret clock for sure.
In the future, because I just now realized this isn't a thing because we don't have them up. Say which clock you're. Say negative or positive, I guess, for forward or backward.
Whatever. They can say whatever.
Or say whatever you want. Say which clock you want it to apply to. We'll kind of adjudicate and make it work. I know this is a big thing that may be new to a lot of people who are not familiar with the system out there. Hopefully next week we will have some up on
But they
stream.
love it.
Or-
Clearly they love the
They're
clock.
Clocks.
Lauren's
Hey,
hard
clocks
clock.
so yeah, finding Bartleby is going to be a 4-step clock.
Perfect. Love it.
How do you want to find Bartleby?
I mean, I'm gonna look around. I guess I'm gonna survey.
I think you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So, is anyone going to aid, go along with? Is this a group action? Do you all want to try and find Bartleby? What's the conversation here? What happens? Or is this literally just Steve is like,
yeah, kind of.
and gone?
I feel like
Can
I
I-
just run, but if anyone finds me,
Can I aid him by using my powers in order to try to clear the fog around him a little bit more so he can see?
Yes. But
Okay.
you have to spend a stress to aid.
I'm
and
fine with
you
that.
get an extra die.
cool.
But this also means narratively you two are together.
Yeah, I'm following him right behind him.
Okay. So I think you don't know the layout of the ship, but the other thing you find immediately as you start to move through it is that a lot of the doors, the walls, the floors even rusted. Doors are rusted shut. The bulkheads are warped. Some doors don't open right away. There are holes in the floor that for you is not such a big deal if your foot plunges through them. For everyone else, that's going to cut them up. And then, actually, roll and then I'll give you the next bit.
So I only have one in.
You
in
have one
survey,
in survey,
so I get a plus.
and Zant
Zant.
is aiding, so you get a +1.
Don't you
There we
want
go.
to-
However,
to
what I
Zanta?
will say, if bad things happen, they affect you as well.
I'm okay
That's
with
what
this
aiding
right now.
means.
This is what
Aiding-
what are friends for at this point?
Aiding is you can spend 1 stress to add a die, but you're implicated in the bad things. You can push yourself by spending 2 stress to get an extra die, or you can push yourself to increase effect or increase position. You can always trade position for effect. If you want to go down for position, you can up effect or vice versa. And finally, there is something called the Devil's Bargain, which I'm about to offer you.
Sweet.
The Devil's Bargain is I say, this thing will happen, but you get an extra die. What I'm going to say is, the clock you don't know about will tick. I will add a segment to it.
Yes, I will 100% take that.
All right. I'm adding a segment to the secret clock. You don't know what just happened, but you will get an extra die, so you'll be at 3.
Sweet.
Oh,
Here we go.
come on.
Oh, that's all sixes.
That's
all
three
sixes.
sixes.
Three!
That's literally that's 3 sixes.
You kidding me?
I don't even know.
Does it mean the
I
clock?
need to go to Vegas right now.
It's
I got
almost
3
so-
sixes.
So generally speaking, this level of success, and we didn't even didn't go over what your position and effect are, so that's my bad. Your position was going to be risky for great here. So what you get is you get a critical. You completely decimate the Find Bartleby clock. It's off the board. Done. You did it. You found Bartleby. What?
The Bard of Blarney, thank you again for the raid.
Bard of Blarney, welcome.
Welcome.
What does it look like as you move through this space to try and find Bartleby?
Oh my goodness. I am I'm kind of, I'm low to the ground because I'm a mannequin or whatever. I'm not a mannequin.
Bartleby was mentioned by the two guards on the boat. They were like, I hope Bartleby finishes soon. I want to get out of here. This is fucking creepy as shit.
Part of my envisioning of this is that as I am kind of creeping low through the fog, is that I am kind of going, Bartleby.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is as you're doing that, you pass by a couple of things. One, the first is the walls. Once you get inside, once you're no longer on the outside deck, like you went to the top deck, and once you get in and start going down, not only are all the bulkheads twisted, the doors rusted shut, there's fucking blood everywhere. And any piece of technology that was intact has been like ripped open and has loose wires and cables just like all over the floor. And there are symbols drawn on the wall in blood.
Love it.
And as you start going, Bartleby, there is a voice coming from, you're probably still on the top deck. Maybe you're like down, like have gone just started
I
down
imagine,
the stairs.
Yeah.
There is a clatter that comes from what is clearly the galley as someone goes, oh God, oh, they're here, oh!
Yes!
What do? You found Bartleby.
Oh, I go right in. I start the whole routine. I do a whole, I levitate. I give him the whole show. This is it. This is what Steve lives for.
Someone's rewinding again?
It's Flag and Wagon.
Which clock?
Guards
Guards or secret? Flag and Wagon, guards or secret?
Gotta be guards or secret.
Goal's been hit.
And our goal's been hit.
We didn't even have any
all right.
stress.
So here's the fun thing. Everybody recovers stress.
We didn't have any stress.
I did.
Hey,
All right.
that you did, then the next time you three would take stress, don't.
Okay. Well.
Sick. And something bad happens.
I feel like something bad's already happening to Bartleby.
Well, here's the bad thing that happens.
Yeah.
What happens? What do you do? What,
I do the levitate. I do the whole. I go, Bartleby, we're here for you.
As you do that, Zant, you see Short Steve float into the galley, and there is a boom as buckshot fires at you. The bad thing is happening. You are going to take the level 2 harm.
Oh boy.
So harm, the way harm works in this game is everyone can take 2 level 1 harms,
He's dead.
2 level 2 harms, 1 level 3 harm, and if you take level 4 harm, you're dead. If you would take harm you already have, it gets bumped up to the next level. Harm is sort of dished out based on narrative consequences, and harm itself has consequences to what you do. If your harm would apply, if a level 1 harm would apply to an action, you lose a die. If a level 2 harm would apply to an action, you lose effect. If you have level 3 harm, which you can only take 1 of, you can't even act without help. And what happens right now is as those doors open and small Steve floats through and says, Bartleby, we're here for you, there's a loud bang and buckshot goes flying through you.
Great.
And remind me again, your levitation field is volatile?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken?
That is what you say.
So the level 2 harm is that protects you, the buckshot hits it, and then ricochets off.
Okay.
And the level 2 harm I'm going to give you is, what's an appropriate one here? I think snapped?
Yeah, like riddled
God.
with holes.
Riddled with holes.
Yeah,
Your level 2 harm is riddled with holes. Now, for a normal person, that would be debilitating, but you are a ghost robot.
When a wind comes through, I make a lot of noise.
Well, yeah. But the thing is, you just fall to the ground, clunk. And Bartleby, Zant, you hear the voice of Bartleby goes, oh fuck, and you hear the click and the reloading of a shotgun. Now you two, I'm gonna quickly jump over. Did you follow behind or did you go off on your own?
I thought we were still on the boat. Well,
they ran up the gangplank. Did you follow behind them? Time is loosey-goosey, so where are you? Did you, they went to find Bartleby, did you follow behind or go to a different section of the boat?
I was thinking a different section.
Is it possible to jump from the plank to a window and the weapons?
To like rappel down.
Sure.
Yeah, spend climbing gear and you can do that no problem. There's not even a roll.
Okay, I do that.
So
Can I
mark.
borrow your climbing.
Yeah, well, you only need one person to set it up, but it's set up in that space. So if you
I'll
mark
go.
climbing gear,
I'll go
you
first.
can do that. So that leaves you with 4 gear slots. Actually, 3 left because you marked your fine pistols.
We also have extra equipment.
You have extra
That's
for
for
weapons.
guns. Yeah. Weapons.
So your pistols count for that, and then I guess the follow-up. Are your pistols italicized?
No.
They look it from here.
There's something else that's
Oh, so anything italicized does not count against your load. That's innate.
Oh.
It's small enough. You just have it. So yeah, you can mark that, and it just counts against your
The fine pair is only 1.
Yeah. So you have that for your Bravo rigging, which gives you 2 extra uses of weapons. So technically, you have 2 load worth of weapons for free, and then 5 load worth of everything else. So you mark climbing gear. You set that up. You can rappel in, get down to the weapons deck, and punch through a window.
Mm-hmm.
You do. You follow after.
Yeah.
When you get down there, you notice this place is, again, very dark. The weapons here, what does a Leviathan hunting weapon look like?
A lasso.
Oh, did we
I know, I
did we
said that,
take
no one said
the
it.
did we
A
rewind
giant
from the secret
lasso.
clock, by the way?
Rewind from what?
The secret clock.
Oh, someone's rewinding
Yeah.
the secret clock.
Yeah.
Okay, secret clock has rewound.
Wagon, wagon.
Woo! Who knows what's happening with that?
Yeah, Lagan, you agent of chaos. I love it.
As an ally, may I make this okay? Joke.
Focus on your turn. What are we doing right now?
We're repelling into a cool weapons thing.
Yeah.
We don't know what the weapons look like because we have to describe them.
I imagine harpoons.
Yeah,
But maybe
big-
like giant
Giant syringes that like suck
syringes
the
that
blood
suck the
out.
blood out.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
cool. Okay, so
like big old
there's like
mosquito,
big
stupid-
like harpoon cannons on this deck. And the thing you notice is there's a lot of dried blood here. But at the same time there's like smears that look like the bodies were dragged away. And again, anything that was mechanical or electrical or sort of machinery, there's just wires that are kind of like out and they're running all over the floor here. What do you do?
I was gonna have ladies maybe sniff out where.
Oh yeah, ladies here.
Yeah, ladies here. My Dalmatian.
I just want to know, like, do you have like a baby Bjorn for it? Or,
No, I don't have a baby Bjorn for my dog.
I mean, there's no shame in it. I would definitely carry my pups that way.
I wanted to have her sniff out maybe where, if there's any ghosts nearby or
Cool.
bodies nearby.
So what do you want to use what skill do you want to use to that? Hunt?
I guess hunt.
Yeah, it feels like hunt. I will say that Lady gives you potency here. Potency is an increased effect. So you are currently at risky because you don't know this place. It's full of horrible rusty holes, and you don't know what's waiting for you beyond. But risky standard because I think Lady's what bumps it up to standard. If you were just trying to do this on your own, you would have no idea.
The ship is like a Titanic era ship, right? We established?
Yeah, it's like a big steam ship.
Okay.
But instead of steam,
It's
it runs on dead grandma ghosts.
I got another 4.
Oh God.
So here's the thing: is Lady, plod, and then through the fog, Lady starts growling,
Oh God.
and something starts shambling towards you from the fog. You can see it, barely. Actually, do you have any light source? Sorry,
We have a lantern.
but are you using it? Does anyone have a light
We're
source
probably being
here?
subtle right now, right?
But we're inside, so.
Sure, we can use it. I don't see why not. I'll use my lantern.
You got a lantern. So you have a lantern out. In the glow of the lantern, you can see a shape moving through the fog, kind of like jerking and shuddering, and it moves like I have a touchstone for this, and no one's gonna get it. I fucking hate that I do that, and you point it out, and now I can't not see it. They move like the fucking enemies in Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Oh God.
Chat?
Are
You
they
guys get that?
shuddering? Are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
it like starts moving forward and then it stops. It like vibrates and then it like rapidly moves forward like 3 feet and stops. The nuns from Silent Hill.
There
That
you
is
go.
a
The
good
nurse,
one.
There it is.
And
Okay.
you can see as your light casts through the fog, there are like cables and wires just draped across this thing, dripping off of it. What do you do?
That's not a ghost.
You don't know. Lady's growling. What do you do?
I imagine I just start shooting.
Okay, yeah, roll.
I don't know what else we could do.
Roll to shoot. Roll to shoot.
So anyway,
I came in
That's the
last.
Viper.
Yes, anyway.
You have fine
She starts
pistols.
blasting.
You got fine pistols. Are they still loaded with electroplasmic energy?
Yes.
You have as much of that as you need,
Okay.
but I can take it away as a consequence.
The hunters become the hunted from beyond.
Still hunt, right?
Yep. Well, that's up to you. Do you want to use hunt?
Yes. For once. Oh, okay, good. 5.
5.
Hey.
Just like blam, blam, blam. You fire at this thing, and it falls to the ground. And I'm gonna start another clock.
No.
Oh God, these clocks.
I mean, you don't have to.
I don't have to. This clock, I'm just going to call It Is Aware. And I'm marking one segment. As you move through the fog and find that this is clearly the desiccated body of some sort of sailor, its uniform is turned to rags, but almost as if they were IVs or needles, there are cables running from all of the the PA system in this place, any of the door, what you call the unit that operates a door, like the control panels that operates doors, all of the control panels that operate the weapons, the cables that would normally run electroplasm into those are running into this body.
Oh, shit.
And it is on the ground. You've shot it twice with your electroplasmic bullets, and it like spasms and then just like falls dead.
I want to unplug it right away.
And there's like dozens. As you start ripping them out, you hear more moans coming from down, just like coming from the hall. Let's pop back up to Bartleby. Bartleby has shot you.
Yeah.
You have the level 2 harm riddled with holes. Zant, what do you do? What happens? You saw boom.
Zant!
Zant, please! I am going to try to sway Bartleby to get off of the ship right now, because I'm assuming we can also hear the moans and stuff.
No, that's a floor below you.
That's
There's
a
other
floor
shit
below.
going on.
Okay, gotcha.
Also, your ears might still be ringing from shotgun.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Fair.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sway Bartleby to get off of the boat.
All right, what's that look like? Do you walk into the room hands up?
Yeah, like
And
hands
you're
up.
like, hey,
Oh my god.
people out here.
Hey, I was sent by the spirit wardens. You
Okay.
may
Scouting
want
us, huh?
to
Wow.
you may want to get off of the boat right now.
Roll sway then.
Okay.
This is desperate
Okay.
for standard. That dude has a shotgun and is terrified.
Okay. So then I get an experience point because I'm rolling for desperate.
Anytime you roll desperate, you mark experience in the greater category.
Yes.
So you're rolling sway, that means you're going to mark experience in resolve.
Okay.
When you hit
So-
5 experience in resolve, you get to add another pip to one of the verbs under resolve.
Have you?
I know this probably makes no sense to anyone watching because this is like a bit of a complicated thing, but each of their verbs, when they are in 3 categories, when they roll a desperate action for those verbs, they gain an experience in that category. When they have 5 experience in that category, they get to upgrade one of their verbs.
So, what if I use Tempest in order to just use my storm powers to just wind him out?
Oh.
You're going to have to spend 2 more stress,
I'm okay with this.
but that's also going to change the fog to wind.
So I can't do more than one? I'm okay with that.
Is
You
there
know,
any,
I'm okay with
is there
that.
any way that
I'm
I
saving
could?
a
the thing
life.
is-
I'm saving a
The
life.
thing is, you're summoning wind,
Yeah.
which would get rid of fog.
Say proper precision.
You could have fog and lightning, and or lightning and rain, or wind and rain. I think fog and wind are not compatible.
We're on the boat. I'm just gonna switch to wind. So I'm gonna use a
Right.
tune, which is 2 die. I'm going to I'm gonna push myself.
You could just push yourself to do summon the storm.
Sorry. So I'm summoning the storm already, so that's gonna be 3 die.
So, sorry. You spend 2 stress.
Yeah.
You just make the wind happen.
Okay.
You're doing that to push him in front of you?
To push him out of the boat.
I don't know. This is not like a fucking Disney movie. Whoo! And then he goes out the boat.
I'm trying to
situation.
make sure that he lets it go at this point.
You can
saying let it
summon
go?
strong enough wind to rock the boat such that he gets knocked over and drops his gun. Absolutely.
No.
Recruit that bitch.
Recruit him?
See,
Okay.
how about this? Can I sway him to help us through this?
You can sway, maybe, but right now you got to sway him to not fucking shoot you.
Is
First
there
of
any
all,
way that I
don't
could
shoot us.
aid?
Second of all,
I
help us
don't
out.
know.
I
You're
don't think so.
terrifying.
I don't think so, man. You're freaking terrifying right now.
I feel like I could. You said the spirit warden. You're gonna have the spirit warden.
Yeah.
So then I could go. Oh no, not the spirit wardens! No.
That's not aiding. That's antagonizing.
All right,
Okay.
I thought maybe
Okay.
he would go. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to sway him to A, not shoot us, and B, to join us and help us right now.
We'll get to B, but let's start with A.
Okay,
So
then
you're gonna
that's
sway first. I think that again is desperate for standard.
I'm just picking up a die. Don't worry about me.
And if you want to, what's your sway?
a 1.
A 1. It's desperate for standard on a 1. So
Okay.
you're like walking
You
in,
push
hands
yourself,
up,
right?
hey,
So I
I'm
get
with the
2
spirit
die.
wardens.
I get 2 die
So why 2?
because I'm pushing myself.
Wait, push yourself, spend 2 stress.
Okay, cool. All right. God, please help.
All right.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. He goes, oh, I finally sent somebody. And you hear the just the relief of a person.
Yeah.
And you walk in, hands up, and there's a short man with short cropped black hair. He's wearing like the dock worker's uniform. And he goes, oh, thank the Emperor. Hey, send somebody.
Yes.
You're gonna clean this mess up?
Yes.
Or oh no, they must have sent you. I was sent to clean this mess up. You sent to get me out.
See, because JPG wants him to stay so we have an extra body, but then Zant is like, no, I need to get him off of the boat so he'll be okay.
You don't care about him.
He's not an orphan.
He's not over.
He
Ask
is
him if
not
he-
an
or
orphan.
is he?
Ask him
Wait,
if he's
is he an orphan? Can I
No,
roll the orphan?
He's not. You can't roll to orphan.
orphan.
That's what Katie does.
Okay.
Or is he calm?
I'm gonna say,
Roll for his economy. It's not this game.
I gotta play as Zant. So I'm like, yes, you are relieved of your duty. You do need to leave all of your equipment and gear and just exit the boat.
Equipment and gear. All I got's a detonator, which I already hit.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, no. Dock Warden, Jessamine, she said that this thing was just your people, the Spirit Wardens. They said that this thing had to go. So she sent me aboard because I'm I fought in the war and I'm the only one who can do this. So like I set the bombs and they're going.
May
But
I ask?
fucking no man, the fucking wire zombies, those things. I had to get out of here, and then your little whatever that fucking thing was just
He's-
zoomed in, and
He's a friend.
Thanks a lot.
friend? You call that a friend? That thing is
He's-
terrifying.
He is much nicer than he actually.
No, I don't believe that.
Okay.
Look,
well,
I
well,
put 2
well,
rounds of
wait.
buckshot in it, and it's
I'm
still
sorry.
talking. Those are teeth. Are those kids' teeth?
I just need
I
to.
throw a tooth.
I want to go home.
Okay. Well, is there a way to stop your detonator by any chance?
What? No. Why would you want to do that? You see that eye? That thing is terrifying. The idol? It's making fucking bodies move.
Okay, so we have wire zombies, an eye, and an idol. How long
Wait,
does
you
your
people don't know about this?
How long does your detonator take?
Why, until this fucking clock I got on the thing fills.
Slips a page with a clock.
I don't know. Look, the army taught me to just fucking blow things up, not make them not blow up or blow up in a certain amount of time. You hit the button and it goes. I thought it was gonna go, but it didn't.
I'm gonna take the shotgun and the bandolier he has, and then I'm gonna say, please exit the boat.
Oh, good. Yes, I want to do that.
And then, why don't you tell everybody on the dock to exit as well, please?
Oh, you mean the other Steven? Are we done here?
Yes, please.
Why couldn't they have told me they sent spirit fucking wardens? And he walks down the gangplank, and you hear him outside, and he goes, Hey, everybody, look, the spirit warden showed up. They're gonna wrap up the rest of the thing. We're good. Everybody go home.
You had to tell him.
Lagan is asking what the times are at for the secret one.
No,
So
Lagan, no.
the explosion is at 1 out of 8. That can ramp up wildly fast.
Give us a chance.
Here's the thing. I kind of want to give incentive to...
Hey, you say he's high anxiety for having such a stressful job? His job was unload cargo.
Oh no, advanced detonation.
Hell yeah, we're back at 2, baby. We're at 2
I don't know.
out of 8.
Give him. I feel like we should give him more, right? We should just give him more.
You need to calm down.
Just saying.
Yeah, this dude's job was unload cargo, and the dock boss was like, go plant bombs on that ship that's taking up a spot in my harbor.
Okay, so we're 2 out of 8 right now on the explosion track.
Oh.
Thanks, guys, in the chat. I super appreciate that. But I at least took his shotgun and his bandolier.
Yeah, you can just have those.
That's fine.
But it's just a shotgun with
whatever.
ammo.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
This is not good.
What do we do next?
What do you do next? Let's
We're gonna
pop
find these
back
goddamn
downstairs.
bombs!
Hey, downstairs crew. I don't know what you're looking for, but you found some fucking zombies.
I want to study the zombie bodies.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
great.
I'll keep,
Do
like-
you have
Yeah, that's gonna be
the
great.
ability that you tinker with bodies?
I sure do a physiker.
Yeah,
With
physiker.
blood, bones, and bodily humors.
Yeah, lets you
Study
study.
a malady or corpse.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me that roll to study a
That's
corpse.
funny.
Plus 1d6.
Are you
What are you
eating? What's that look like?
inspired?
I'm
Wait.
eating.
Hold up. What's that?
In the chat right now. Happy to help, JPG. Want me to add another?
Come on.
Yes. Add another.
No.
Add another.
No.
I want to blow
Get through
these
your
fuckers
accent
up.
so we can
No,
get
no,
something
no,
done
no.
here.
I haven't even.
There
I haven't
is
even
a
gotten to
dog on
fight
this
a
ship.
ghost.
But the dog is also a ghost.
A ghost
We don't know if the dog is a ghost or not. We haven't told the dog that it's a ghost.
dog. I'm gonna push
Today's great. I can fly. It's only Thursdays.
I'm gonna push myself
I'm eating
to
in the way
study.
that I'm keeping.
You're
zombies
keeping
off.
watch,
Yeah.
like
Make sure that.
make sure nothing's coming so
Yeah.
he can operate. So you're pushing yourself, you're aiding, so you spend a stress, you spend 2,
Mm.
but don't spend that because of the $100. So
Do
we
I
got
spend
that.
mine? I didn't
No,
spend-
don't
oh.
spend yours. We got that. So
Thanks, $100.
what's your study at?
My study is a 1.
A 1. So that's 3. You're rolling
Yes.
3 dice.
Today's a 0.
Why'd I add 4 there?
Your study is a 0. When you have 0, you roll 2 and take the lesser.
Mine's a 1.
Oh, but I got my physiker thing. That's why I got messed
But
up.
your physical lets you do this in the first place.
Oh.
So you instead have pushing yourself for 1,
Oh, no.
aiding for 2. So we're rolling 2 dice.
I
And
need to be.
taking-
Oh, wait. Michi just tipped $15. I need to be putting my money towards moving, but I could advance the timer instead.
Tick fucking
Oh.
tock.
Look, I'm looking at dead bodies right now.
Let's go.
That's a
4.
4.
Okay. Thing you can clearly tell. These cables and wires force their way into the body. And they were working like muscle fibers to puppet it.
Okay.
Michi, we got the bomb timer. Don't worry.
When Viper shot it, she disabled it to the point where like it's not even useful anymore. So they sort of retreated. But you kind of notice they're wriggling. These cables are acting like muscle fibers. Something on this ship is controlling them. You don't know what.
We're probably
that
not
what
going to
you
find
find
out
out?
what.
What's your character name again?
Vesna?
Vesna, it seems we have a greater power at work here. Puppeteering these things, as it were.
That's a bad word on this stream. You can't say the P word on stream. The fact that we have a marionette is already super offensive right now. I feel like I'm gonna get a letter from Chunk and Cucumber at this point.
You let that guy on the street.
Two new dudes on the stream. We have a marionette with baby teeth,
Yeah.
and you just said the P word at this point.
idea what
When Lauren comes back, we've advanced the timer one more.
Oh no! We've advanced the timer. Who did that? Who did that?
P word.
Oh, hardliner. Okay, okay. If you can peek at his notes, I think
No,
we're at
what
4 or
the-
5.
I've been peeking
It's
all night.
secret.
Is it? It's a 4 or 5 now at this point.
You need to scoop out your eyeballs.
Oh God. Okay. Well, while we wait for Lauren, because he is probably planning darker things in our chat right
Oh
now.
my god.
God.
Ah,
I just
thank you,
feel as if. Oh no.
Everything's fine here.
Hey.
That y'all was talking some shit.
It wasn't me.
Hi, Cucumber.
I called a cab all the way here. Because I heard the chat done told me that there was some shit.
Who snitched?
Cucumber. I feel like.
Yeah.
Cucumber. I feel like you. Cucumber. I
You
feel
may have
like.
feedback. I just thought I would.
Wait, Cucumber. I feel like
Can they-
Uh-huh.
you could
Yes.
advance a clock or
Oh.
Just-
rewind a clock.
Just shut your mouth.
No, because we've done some very
Just shut your
we've
mouth.
done some very offensive things on the stream
Yeah,
to
they should feel
felted
bad.
friends.
That's where that ends.
Yeah, we did say that. We did say
Oh,
that.
I think you.
Um,
I think you.
Lauren, just to let you know,
Oh God, I hit the spot.
Lauren, just to let you know, they advanced the clock again.
I heard the
But then
clock.
they reversed
The
it.
clock was advanced, and then it was reversed, and then a felted friend showed up.
Yes, because
Was that? Can we?
DJ
was that
said DJ said the P word.
You said the P word.
The bodies in that thing were being
Felted friended.
Being what? Being what, DJ?
friended,
Manipulated.
manipulated.
Manipulate. You don't
There
say
it
the P
is.
word.
I'm sorry.
He's new, everyone. He's new. He's new. He doesn't know.
Yes,
That's
yes. Okay, so we advanced the clock, we rewound the clock.
Oh, you got your notes all wet.
That's
Wait,
fine.
Let me see.
Wait, is marionetted okay? Garamond is
Marionetted ain't even a verb.
It is now.
Yeah, that's how
Spiro,
the
what?
language works.
That's how language works.
Rip
We
it,
adopted
rip
it.
it.
All right, so you discovered that the bodies were being marionetted.
Oh, no.
Are we going back up? What the
I know, it's
hell?
advancing
Yeah.
again.
Laggin' Wagon, I feel like it's a ghost Flava Flav that's
Well,
just messing
we're
with
still
the
just
timers.
at 2. Wagon Wagon, you can't just keep it at 2.
I mean,
No,
they
that's the
could.
advanced bomb.
It's their money.
Yeah.
I thought we were at
They
4.
need it now.
I thought we were at 3.
I thought we were at
I
1.
love that.
We advanced it. We were at 3. So they while I was in the
They
bathroom,
revamped it.
Oh, so they advanced
went
it,
back,
they
went
rewound
up.
it, now they put it back up. Okay, so we're at 4 now.
We're at 4. We're 4
We're
now.
4. We're at 4.
Yeah, you said
We
two.
really do need visual aids at this point.
Shit.
We'll have this in a couple
I
weeks.
have them, unfortunately. Shit gonna go boom pretty soon. So yeah, you got Bartleby off the ship, but Bartleby also told everyone who you were here working for.
We
You had to tell.
I think if we're still in matter.
Yeah, so you were looking at the body, you found out something was controlling it.
Yes.
Controlling, yes.
I think is it possible if I look at Lady and whistle at her and have her like, oh, go check it out, and then she can ghost. down
Oh yeah, that's cool as hell.
And find out where.
You're gonna find Mother Brain down there.
That's fine. As
All
long
right.
as we know where it is.
What are you doing? Is this sounds like a survey? You're having Lady go look through
Yeah,
the
I think survey.
So it's up to you again. You could say this is prowl. I would accept prowl, but so like
Oh god!
advance bomb.
Got the money, honey.
Lagging!
We need to start
Advance.
using our
There's 3
stress so we
steps
can make
left
this
on
worth
the
it.
bomb. This is fun. So you can pitch me in action.
I think prowl is cool.
Lagging, we're at
helps
5
me,
right now,
but-
man.
I imagine Lady's like, dodging shit and going through and having.
Okay, cool. So yeah, roll. You don't have any sort of like. This is like you can kind of feel or connect with Lady, and Lady could lead you the right way. You don't like see through Lady's eyes.
No, yeah.
Okay.
We don't have a mind link.
So.
Oh no!
Oh!
TKH 328 with $30 to
I should not have told you it was a fucking bomb! Holy shit! One more and we are going boom!
We just got here.
We
We're
just got
supposed to be
here.
quiet.
We're gonna have to flashback so hard to get out of this.
Flashbacks are always on the table.
We're gonna flashback
but let's-
so hard.
Let's move forward. People, please, I can't blow them up this early. I mean, okay, this is just straight up. Everyone wants to pay for fucking blood. This is.
Use your more.
As soon as you told him there was a clock that could blow us up.
I am not running Merkborg. They don't have backup characters down there.
We really don't.
Give us a chance.
Oh my
Come
gosh!
on, let's do it.
Holy shit! You weren't kidding. They just.
Oh,
What?
10. Okay, 10. Okay, 10.
no, it's only 10. It's only 10.
Oh.
But wait, the message is Antissa.
Oh,
And-
Oh, please
Come
no.
on.
Oh no.
Please.
on, we can do this.
Oh no.
Say
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
going down.
Say anything but the clock going down. What? I don't.
No, you
No, just keep going.
Keep going.
Keep
Keep
going.
die.
Keep going forward.
We get an
Okay.
extra die the next time there's a die.
Extra die next time this die. Okay, so Lady.
We did
you're
hit
gonna
another
roll-
100, by the way.
Oh,
did-
we hit another 100.
Is that where we're at? Oh, wow.
All right. We hit.
Oh, it's a rewind.
Wait,
Okay, we
5.
rewound.
You can't rewind the volume
It's 10
5.
It was 10 plus 5. 10
Because it's 10 plus 5. It's
Okay.
anticipation.
We got it.
Okay, so
We're at 6 again. We're at
we're
6.
at 6
We're
again.
at 6.
You know, I'm just gonna write a number now.
Yeah.
That number hits 8.
Wait,
Ah!
Rewind the mods. Our pressure.
Okay, we're at 5 again.
We're at 5 again.
Oh, my
Good
God.
God.
Thank God.
Okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
a couple things are happening at once. There is a die banked. Katie.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone clear stress.
Okay.
Also, like
I don't have
everyone,
any
I haven't even done that
clear
ever.
stress. Take a fucking
Yeah.
hot second, breathe, clear stress.
I need some milk.
She needs some milk. I need a fucking sip of this delicious beer.
Oh God.
That was intense. So, lady.
Woo! That was a hot 45 seconds.
This is a roller coaster of emotions
Lady,
right now.
but something bad has to happen. Y'all cleared stress.
Not
Katie,
so lady.
let's get your roll.
What am I rolling?
Oh, you wanted to
Prowl.
prowl. So what's your prowl?
Does she get? It just changes the effect, right?
I think your normal here is going to be risky. Actually, it would be. I think it would be limited, or limited. But because Lady has ghost form, Lady can do this in the first place. I think this is a pretty big ship, so Lady's limited for standard.
Is there any way to spend stress to?
You can either make it so you can push yourself, either increasing limited to risky, or you can trade effects. So sorry, bleh. You can trade effects. So currently you are at desperate for standard. You can trade effects, making it risky limited, or you can push yourself to make it risky standard.
Let's push myself.
Spend 2
let's do
stress.
it.
real good.
So spend 2 stress. Lady's a ghost. That's what allows Lady to do this in the first place. Like this, and normally you wouldn't be able to be like,
Rewind the
Oh.
bomb.
Thank God.
okay,
Hey.
rewinding the bomb. We're down to 4.
We're
We're at 50% bomb.
We're at 50%
Apparently,
bomb.
you just put a fucking bomb on the table and give them the ability to control it, and they all go nuts.
Isn't that
That sounds.
what's his name's rule?
It's Hitchcock.
Yeah, Hitchcock.
Oh, sure.
You
You put a
show
bomb
the
underneath the
person
table.
placing the bomb.
Mhm.
Okay. Just 2 dice though, right? Because I have 2 prowl.
Yes, if you're pushing yourself, you can either add a die or increase, in this case, the position. So you're going risky standard. The old risky standard.
4 again, mother.
Oh, that's
Four
good.
again.
I like that.
It's not great.
Yeah, this is a Blades in the Dark shirt.
Oh,
very
where's my
cute.
shirt?
I
I'm
bought
just
this
joking.
one months ago.
I'm
I'm
just
sorry.
It was a joke.
Okay. Here's the thing Lady
It was a
sees.
joke.
Lady gets down to the control room of the ship
Oh no.
before she runs away in terror
Lady, come
back
back.
to you. And you're gonna suffer something here. But what Lady sees, what the camera sees. All right, so here's how I'm gonna rule this.
Sky Daddy Ryan,
The camera follows Lady.
can
Oh,
you
what-
check Spicy Tuna Core's message, please? I did call him Sky Daddy Ryan.
I like to imagine there's a dude just connecting and disconnecting wires on a bomb, like,
Yeah, like, huh? Huh?
oh, no,
God.
your parents trying to figure out how to plug in the TV cable box. Yes, absolutely.
That's too close.
Real.
That's too close to home,
The
wagon.
camera follows Lady. As Lady goes down, and Lady hits the sort of control room of this place, where all of the mechanics of this ship meet in the boiler level. And there Lady sees something absolutely horrific.
No, I scarred my dog.
I will give you the choice. You can take psychic feedback as Lady runs up to you and ghost projects onto you, and you will suffer 3 stress. No, I actually, what I'll do is you can suffer the level 1 harm psychic feedback, or lose Lady for the rest of this encounter.
But not forever. Oh,
Not forever.
No.
Holy diver!
Hey.
We're at 7 on the
I was thinking, we blow up yet? Jesus.
Okay, so Spicy just tipped us 45. Good God.
All right,
One
so
more and we
one
blow
away
up.
from
One
the
away.
bomb.
So finish
We don't
this
want to
out.
blow up. Don't, please.
What Lady can do, what you can do here is 3
I'm
things.
so stressed out.
You can either lose Lady for the rest of this. She will ghost form away and be like, "Fuck that! I don't want to deal with that."
But she goes back home, right?
She goes back home. You'll
Okay.
lose Lady.
Okay.
Or you can take the level 1 damage, level 1 damage, like psychic feedback, as Lady is like, "I'm fucking freaked out," and your ghost dog projects onto you. Or you, as all players do, have the ability to choose to just fucking resist it, saying, "No, that doesn't happen." In which case, you will roll all the dice, all the pips in the leftmost column of the action you rolled. So in this case, it was prowess. You'd roll 2, and you will suffer 6 stress minus the highest die result.
Oof.
Please roll fast because I feel like the chat is gonna
I am
fuck
gonna
us
take
right
the
now.
latter. I'm gonna say no, fuck that.
So neither of those happen. You don't take the damage, and Lady doesn't run away. And if you do that, I'm going to give you a little something extra. So you'll roll 2d6.
Pick them.
Wait.
Ah,
You don't just roll 2d6 because you're bravos, and you took Forged in the Fire.
Mm-hmm.
And you all get +1 to resistance dice. So you
Okay.
roll 3d6,
Oh,
Katie.
okay. Gotta get a 6 on this one.
Please.
Please,
If
God.
you get 2 6s, you get stress back.
Yeah, let's roll.
Otherwise,
this
you
girl.
take 6 stress minus the highest
Here
die
we go, let's
result.
go. All
a
right.
6, a 5, and a 4.
Ooh,
A 6, a
we
5,
got
and a 4, so
We got a
0
6.
stress. 0 stress. But when Lady comes back, I think there is maybe a bit of a psychic link because she's afraid. She's definitely afraid. And she projects on you. What you see is the boiler room downstairs, and all of the sort of Vox boxes, the speakers that run up throughout the rest of the ship, and the big control panel that would control every sort of facet of the ship. There is corpses, dozens and dozens of them, piled upon a massive, about 6 or 7 feet tall obsidian obelisk
Oh my god.
in the bowels of this ship, and wires and cables run from every single thing into them, and on the front of it is a massive, grown out of the flesh of the bodies, eye. And it blinks.
Oh.
What's with you and eyes, Katie? Huh?
Blink. This Loren that has eye fetish.
No, it's
Fetish.
a clock fetish.
Clock fetish. Also, sorry, I should have done this at the top of the show. Content warning. This is a spooky ass stream. Body horror, zombies, ghosts, death, demons, possession. I'm gonna try not to do too much like surgery, gross, invasive body stuff or eye stuff.
Spicy
but
tuna
please
cone.
do know content warning. This is a horror stream.
Spicy Tuna Cone, thank you so much for the follow. Also, I feel like you're getting us one step closer to...
To go and boom.
I worked real hard on this character.
We also are at another unlock.
Oh, we're at another unlock.
Another? Wow, we hit
Wait,
300? Sweet! Everyone recover your stress!
Yay!
And here's the bad thing that happens.
No.
Which might be the perfect place to end this
A roller
evening.
my
coaster.
God.
All
Hell
of
yeah.
all of the horns, the communication devices present on this ship, Which, like if you've ever been like the fun ships at Disneyland or Knott's that are like for kids or whatever, if you've been on an actual ship, they have the horns you like yell into and it travels to another part of the ship so people can hear you. These are like PA boxes. You like press a button and you can speak into them and it'll travel to the other one.
Okay.
There's this blink, and then out of all the boxes at once comes a voice, horrible and discordant, as if dozens, if not hundreds, but dozens of people were speaking at once, and crackling static behind it. By the way, X card is always on the table at my table.
Of course.
If anyone is like, fuck no.
Oh, wait.
Oh, this is perfect.
Great.
A wonderful way to end the night.
Great.
If you slap the table, just say, "Hey, X card, I don't want to hear what's going to happen. We can retcon it." But a voice comes through all of those speakers, and as the Viper was watching out, Mortimer.
Wait.
Oh, we
This is
just
like a
got to rewind.
flashback.
We just got to rewind for that.
I
Oh, wait.
That's a flashback if I
Wait,
ever heard one.
does it count? Because it hit.
Look, here's what I'm going to say. If you filled out a clock, the clock is filled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to undo someone dropping money to fill that clock out.
No.
You can rewind. It is aware.
Okay,
you can-
so Skydaddy Ryan is ruling that once the clock is filled, we got to go with the clock.
So if you rewind the clock, you're rewinding it is aware, and we're about to find out what it is. So everybody, let me finish this out, and we will end for tonight. But basically, all of the PA boxes throughout this entire ship, and all of the cable zombies that are now shuddering towards you through the fog, begin to speak with one voice.
Oh my
It says,
god.
I am the 7 cryptical books of San. I am the warden of the 17 blasphemous books of Zan and the living testament of Karmanagos. Behold my beholding. And static screeches through all of these voices and all of the PA boxes. Everyone take the level 1 harm deafened.
Okay.
And then the ship cracks in half as bombs placed on every level by Bartleby go off.
Okay.
And it has begun. It does not. None of you are hurt. You're knocked to the ground, but the ship does begin sinking.
Okay.
And a couple things happen here because, as a whisper and as a member of the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh, you know 2 things. You both know what just happened.
Okay.
This is a demon.
Mm.
There is a demon on this ship. And Viper, you saw the obelisk, the artifacts to which it is tied. You do not want that thing to fall into the bay and get away.
Mm.
Oh.
Great.
So next time on Blades in the
Oh,
Dark, we
no.
race through a burning, exploding ship to stop a demon from possessing the waterways of one of the last few safe cities under the eternal watch of the immortal Emperor.
I did want to make a couple things clear. Next show is going to be October 14th, I believe.
October 14th.
Following
And
the same
just
exact
to
characters.
follow up on that clock rewind, I'm rewinding that clock to 0. Once the It Is Aware clock hits 4, it knows exactly where you are on the ship, the demon. So I want to make sure that the person who contributed that $15 to rewind the clock knows that they are saving you from being pinpointed by a demon that wants to kill you.
Cool. Thank you so much, Lagan. And then also, so we're going to be coming back October 14th. So that's going to be not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that as well. And okay, and then we're going to be retconning all the clocks and all that stuff to make sure that we got that last purchase, that last donation.
Yeah.
Gosh, man, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you for
that's a lot. So thank you everyone for tuning in to Blades in the Dark. If you are not familiar with the game Blades in the Dark, it is an extremely fun dark fantasy heist game made by John Harper, who I don't know the plug of. Google John Harper. It's published by Evil Hat Games. It is an extremely fun game. There are a ton of hacks out there for all sorts of other systems using it. ranging from like rebels fighting against vampires to legit Destiny, like the MMO. It's extremely fun. There's tons of stuff in this system. So Google John Harper, Google Forged in the Dark, and check out Evil Hat Games.
And in the chat right now, we just dropped bladesinthedark.com/downloads.
You can check out the downloads. That has a ton of like extra information, quick start stuff. They have an SRD, so you can check out all the basic rules. It's an incredibly fun game. We've been playing it for years. On the Nerds on a Roll podcast, we ran the Doomed, which is a super villain version of it, in which these three played an incredible cadre of super villains who fucked up a city. It was wonderful. I am your GM for the rest of the Blades in the Dark stream, Loren Peterson. You can find me on Twitter at DM_LSP, and you can buy the games I write on itch.io/DMLSP. And sitting to my left is...
I'm DJ Shulkey. You can find me online at dshulkey. That's DSCHULKEY.
And I'm Kati Kawaguchi. You can find me online at _KIDKATI.
I'm Andrew Lindy. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Podcaster Andrew.
And I'm JPG, and you can find me at JPG. That's JAEPEAGEE. But that brings us to the end of the stream tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Everything you tip goes right back to the studio. It turns on the lights. It makes us look real cute.
I look pretty cute, regardless of how much you donate.
If anything you saw tonight you think is worth at least $1, please make sure to check out our Patreon. And you could be a Patreon producer, just like who's a good name? Who's a good name on
What's
this?
the sword one?
No, that's not up
No,
yet.
not yet. Not
Damn
yet.
it.
Not yet. Not
I
yet.
ruined it.
Mishi's one of our producers, right?
Happy birthday, Gracier.
Aww. And then,
Cactar
yeah, so you can be
Hell yes!
producer, associate producer, anything like that. Please,
Yeah,
please make sure to check out our
Use
Patreon.
the Patreon money for this.
I
this
do
tax
say
ride.
our because
You can find JPG under your bed whenever you wake up from a nightmare.
how dare!
I wish that would be comforting.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
whisper
right.
it now.
I'm a very good adult. That's all
Please, I'm
saying.
sorry it's so uncomfortable.
Alright.
Stroke me and buy me whiskey.
Oh!
We have tiers here at Perception Studio as low as $1, excuse me. But at tiers 3 and above, you will receive an exclusive Perception Studio pin. Every 3 consecutive months, you will receive an additional pin as well. And right now, our new pin is the Cucumber Rage pin. And as always, did Dick's sword come up?
Not
No.
yet.
Dick-
We have to wait. By the way, I do say we, it's not the royal we. I'm actually a part of Perception Studio now. So thank you guys for welcoming me.
Just kidding.
It has been an incredible experience here.
Just
And
fuck it,
yeah,
Jess.
no,
No big
I
deal.
very much appreciate everybody welcoming me with open arms. And I'm really just filling the
Rickety cat.
space because, come on.
Rest
Somebody's named Tam Tam? That's incredible. Oh, and Wolverconnie's right there as well, too.
Timberland.
Oh,
There he is!
oh.
Dick
Sword!
Dick Sword!
What makes you think it's a man?
As always, we are going to be paying it forward with a raid Sky Daddy Ryan. Who are we raiding right now?
Where are we going?
Where are we going? Where are we going?
We will be raiding the Scabby Rooster.
Oh,
I'm sorry, we're raiding. Did you say Scabby?
Scabby Rooster.
Like as in scabs? Oh, hey, we'll be raiding the Scabby Rooster. Thank you again for the help with our tavern as well.
What is the Tam Tam?
I
How do I
don't
do
know.
the tam-
I don't
Do
know.
the
I don't know
tam
the
tam?
Tam Tam.
It's a cookie, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. I
That's a
don't
Tim
know.
Tam. This is the Tam Tam.
There you go.
You have to eat
Oh,
it
Tim Tam
while you
is a
do that.
Okay,
It's a good
gotcha.
cookie.
Well, thank you again, and we will see you
Dabbed.
soon.
I dab. That's,
everyone.
that's how you end the Tam Tam. It's by dabbing. I don't know what the Tam Tam is. Y'all just got a show.
Bye.
There's
Bye.
Tam Tam again.
Bye.
Tam Tam. Done.